Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am the Educated Natural. So blessed to have each and every one of you here. Listen, do me a favor while you are here. If at any moment something sparks your interest or makes you think or makes you feel like you want to stick around for a little while, please do not hesitate then to hit that like button, leave us a comment, and of course, subscribe to this channel. I am grateful for that from you in advance. I thank you, and many blessings to you and to everyone in your bloodline. I thank God for each and every one of you. Listen, as you can tell by today's title, we're going to be looking again at Evmux. It is the latest thing that I am using to live stream. I get a lot of questions about it. And I've noticed several people in the communities that I roll within have been asking a lot of questions of other people that are using it. And so I said, you know what? Let me set up a live stream today and answer any questions that may need to be addressed. So, number one question I have received is, Kim, do you have an affiliate link? Well, yes, I do have an affiliate link for Evmux. If you have been testing it out and you are curious about getting that paid part of Evmux, you want to step up from free to paid, please, I ask you, please use my affiliate link and I will drop it in the chat. Thank you everyone for being here. Let's see if that works. And there it is. If you ever want to do Evmux and you want to help your girl out, please use my affiliate link. So thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Those of you that are already here, let me go and start my speaking. Hello, Salon Diva V Home and Garden, one of my members. Thank you for being here. Passionately Intrigued Arts, another member here. Thank you for being here. It's great to see you. Drive safely, sis. I know you said you were driving, so drive safely. Bougie Prepper, excuse me. Bougie Prepper, thank you for being here. Listen, you did an excellent, phenomenal live stream using Evmux. I would love to hear your experience with it. If there were any issues, we all witnessed a couple issues. I did pass that information on to them. So there was a couple suggestions they did make in their Facebook group as it pertains to the issues you were having. So, but by the time they got back to me, you had already figured it out and you was rocking and rolling. So great live stream. If you all missed Bougie Prepper's live stream, you have to go and check out her latest live stream where she used it. It was beautiful. Okay, she took it to a whole nother level, and let me tell you, you did an awesome job. Keep it up. I'm telling you, keep it up. Who else do we have here? Pescatarian Gardner. Thank you for being here. It is great to see you. She is Sunshine. Well, another member. Thank you. Welcome in, sis. Great to see you. Crafty Leo. Or I'm not even going to say what, that other guy, that other channel be calling you. I'm going to call you what you're supposed to be called, Crafty Leo. It is great to see you. Give my babies, your babies, but they my babies, okay, through virtually. Give them a big hug and kiss from Auntie K. Tell them I said, hey. Who else do we have here? Happy Mac, it's great to see you. Said you got your number 2 pencil ready. That's what I'm talking about. Come prepared. You never know what golden nuggets may be dropped on this channel during this discussion. So thank you. Who else do we have? We're scrolling down here. Let's see. I want to make sure I say hello to everyone while I see you before we get rocking and rolling here, and I may miss you. Kay Renee's Garden, thank you for being here. It's great to see you. Picture Me Crafting, another member, thank you for being here. Let's see. We're going down. We're scrolling down. All right. Everybody's still rocking and rolling and entering into the room. All of my bush watchers, thank you for being here. I know it's a busy time of the day. Some of y'all are getting off of work. Some of y'all are probably just getting ready to go to work. Either way, thank you. Thank you for spending a few moments here to ask your question. I'm going to drop the link here. Hey, Kicking It with Alvin. Thank you for being here. I'm going to drop the link here. So if anyone wants to come up, let's see here. All right. All right, there's the link. If you have any questions, any issues you may have had, let me see if I can try not to touch the link on my phone here. All right, I did it. All right, so I pinned it to the top. All right, there we are. All right, so the link is pinned to the top. If you have questions, you want to come up. I know that many of you, first and foremost, the first order of business, this Saturday, write it on your calendar. This Saturday, that is the 9th, day after tomorrow, okay? 9th of December, from 12 noon to 12 midnight. There is a great event called the Hype Again that is going to be taking place. And yours truly happens to be a part of the train. Choo-choo. We are going to have a ball. Now, if you're curious as to what other content creators are going to be a part of that, head over to Big Rooster Show. Look at his community tab. Also, he did a video about it. But if you look at his community tab, you will see the full lineup for those hours. Please, if you can get on the train at 12 noon and ride it all the way to 12 midnight, every single content creator will be greatly appreciative of you doing so. Trust me, everyone's bringing something different. Everyone's bringing their A game. If there's someone on this event that you are not familiar with, but they say something during their live stream, everyone's only streaming for 1 hour. But you can definitely catch the replay if you're doing something during the day and you can't catch it live. Make sure, as a fellow content creator or supporter, that you go over and you show every single content creator during those hours some love. All you have to do is hit a like button and leave a comment. Just as simple as that. Let them know that you were there. And if you're not already subscribed to their channels, subscribe to their channels. For some people, they're very nervous. It doesn't matter how seasoned you are. Everybody's going to experience some level of nervousness. So put yourself in their shoes. If you were doing a live stream, you would want that level of support. So the level of support you want from others, please give it to other people as well. Some people may be doing it for the first time. Some people may be doing it for their 5th time. It doesn't matter. Show one another love, genuine love, and showing your support in the live and in the replay. A lot of these content creators may be working on their watch time hours. So the more people they get in the room, the more comments that go along during the live stream, the better it benefits that content creator. Those of us that are monetized, we all know how valuable watch hours are and support as you try to build your channels. So please, I ask you, during those hours, please show your love and support for your fellow content creators as we are all building on this particular platform called YouTube. So help them out and don't hesitate. Enjoy that Hype Again train, because trust me, I come on the educated after, didn't me? I come on at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to have some fun, if you have ever seen me present during the Hype Again, okay? It used to be called the Hypathon. It's the Hype Again now, because we're going to do it again, all right? If you have ever seen me during any of those events, you know I have a blast. You know we laugh and we cut completely up. And I'm going to give you a hint. This time around, not only am I going to be super hype, but y'all, the shenanigans are going to be off the charts. Y'all see that one? Not my microphone over. I got so excited. The shenanigans are going to be off the charts. You don't want to miss anyone on this train, but you definitely don't want to miss when I come on at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you're in Central, that's 6 p.m. Central. And if you're on Pacific, that's 4? Yeah, 4 p.m. Pacific. All right. So be there or be square. Show your love, show your support. If you can share it out, share it out. Like I said earlier, the actual post is on the Big Rooster Show. And I already have my live set up. And so if you're curious and you forget what time does 10 go on, just go to my upcoming lives and it's right there. My thumbnail, everything is already right there. So show your love, guys. We definitely need it. Yes, Happy Mac. Absolutely. Shenanigans. A lot of shenanigans. And so prepare yourself. So you may be used to me being all professional and teaching. I'm not teaching y'all nothing. We having a party. They said hype again. They said have fun. They said let your hair out. We're going to do all of that. Okay. Every single content creator, everyone is throwing caution to the wind and the train. The goal is to knock the train off the track. Not to now listen, let me tell my fellow content creators a part of the hype again. I know some of y'all are in here. Let me tell y'all, if the train jumps off the track, those of y'all that's those 90s listeners, y'all know that line. If the train jumps off the track, what are y'all supposed to do? I want to see. I want to see who my hip hop folks are. Let me look. I'm looking in the chat. Who gonna tell me if the train jumps off the track? What you supposed to do? What are y'all supposed to do? I'm looking. Let me see who really about that life. You better tell them she is sunshine. You better tell them. You better tell her bougie. You better tell her bougie. Y'all better pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all better tell her. So I'm telling y'all, the goal for every single content creator is to knock the train off the track. I'm talking about you are supposed to leave everybody speechless and all ready to come back to your channel. So my thing is, I'm coming in. Let's take this from a sports person analysis, all right? Because y'all know I love my Eagles and I'm an NFL fan. But I also enjoy a good basketball game from the NBA. And every now and then I may look at soccer. And of course, I may even look at a little hockey and some boxing, all right? But either way, doesn't matter which form of sports you like. Or maybe you don't like sports, but just roll with me, okay? All right, I'm on the train. I'm on a roll here. Okay. Now, during the NFL, this is the good time of the NFL season, all right? There comes a spot in the show where it's the halftime show. Okay? Now, ironically, whether you're on the East Coast, Midwest, or the West Coast, you're in prime time spots from 12 to 12. That 6 hour, I would say, is your halftime show. This is how I'm looking at it. Roll with me, okay? So let's think about it. If you're on the East Coast, that would be 6 p.m. for the East Coast, right? So who comes on at 6 p.m.? That's your halftime show. That's the person that comes on before me because I'm Central. All right? I'm not going to tell you who it is. You're going to have to just show up and see. So I'm Central. So 6 p.m. for me, I know that's 7 for the Eastern people. And I know exactly who's going to be on at that time. Now, I'm challenging them to bring it. Bring it, bring it, bring it. Because you coming on before me, you got to hype me up. It's the hype again. Right? So who got the halftime show for the East Coast? That would mean that would be 6 p.m. Eastern. So then the clock, everybody gets an hour. So then you go to 7 o'clock. That's me. Now, for the East Coast people, you're probably thinking, well, we already had our halftime show. So now, boom, you hit Central. So on the East Coast, it's going to be 7. But for where I am in the Central time zone, it's going to be the halftime show. It's going to be 6 for me. On my clock, it's going to say 6 o'clock. So that means I got to bring the halftime show for the Central folk. And then the person following me, they going to be, actually two people down, they going to be doing their halftime show because it'll be halftime to them. So we going to rock it. So I need everyone on the train to bring it. Bring your best and leave nothing to be desired. Leave your audience speechless. Leave your audience having a great time. Imagine you're on a party train, a party bus, a party limo. I've seen all those things. Imagine you are on there. Nobody's just sitting there twiddling their thumbs. Everybody's up. They're having a great time. That's what the hype again is about. Bring it, have fun, enjoy yourself, do your hour from start to finish, pass it on to the next person, know who's before you and after you so that you can pass it on like we're passing a baton around a track. That's what we're doing. We got to hype y'all up. It's almost the end of the year. Some of y'all have finally got your credit card statements, and you may be looking at it and about to sweat your perm out, baby. But you come over here to the hype again, and you get your laughter on, and we chase your blues away. That's what this is all about. It's to bring all the content creators together so we can have a good time. No worries, no drama. Everybody shows up on time every single time of the hypathon. Hype again is set to Eastern time. So govern yourselves accordingly. Figure out what time that is for you. Head over to Big Rooster Show where he has the actual layout and times that everybody's supposed to show up. But we need y'all there. We need y'all in the house. We say, how do we say it? We need butts in the seats. We need every one of y'all here to have a good time. So if you are in the chat and you know that you are a part of the hype again, let everybody know you're going to be going. What time are you going to be going on? Because you want to make sure that you capitalize on these moments. I'm giving you an opportunity now. Let the people know when you're going on. Like I've already told you, I'm going on at 6 p.m. Central, which is 7 p.m. Eastern, which is 4 p.m. Pacific. All right? That's when I'll be going. I'm going to let everybody else tell you when they'll be going. I don't want to get into people's business like that. Okay? So, this is my channel. I'm going to tell you about me. All right? So, let me get over to the chat and say hello to everyone. Hey, the everyday life of an OCD is chick. What's going on? Great to see you. African Dreaming. Welcome in. What's going on, 1J? Y'all, we gotta do it one time. We got to do it one time for Jay. We got to do it one time for Jay. We got to do it one time for Jay. All right. What's going on, Jay? What's up? How you doing, April? Hey. We got to do it one time for Jay. Throw him up. Yes. Listen. Crafty Leo says she goes on at 8 p.m. Eastern, which means she goes on after me. All right. So you already got 10 and you got Crafty Leo. Govern yourselves accordingly. Let's see, who else do we have? G Mama Groves, another member. Thank you for being here. Going back up the list. Sammy Joe, another member. Thank you for being here. J3GS Farms. Hello, sir. Thank you for being here. We're going up. I know I have some new members that were gifted to come in. Thank each and every one of you all for being here. While I'm talking about the members, all of my upper level members and above, please govern yourselves accordingly. That is this Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. We will be having our meeting. This is where my members get a chance to have a one-on-one with 10, and we answer any business questions, any live stream questions, any social media questions, or whatever questions I can help them with. This is where we get together privately and we have those one-on-ones. So if that's something that's interesting to you, I invite you to become a member here on this channel by hitting that join button. Pick your level. I would suggest you pick the upper level if you want to be a part of the video scheduled live streams, private live streams and meetups we have here virtually. If you want to be a part of that on Sundays that we have selected that we're going to meet up, you have to be up on the upper level. For those of you that are already on the lower level, of course, the door is wide open for you to come on up a little higher. This is where we get together and have a great time. We have our giveaways. We just have a good time over there and we learn something new together. So if this is something that's of interest to you, I invite you to come on through. All right, let me keep going. Juicing with Jay. Blessings to you too. Blessings, blessings. Let's see. Okay, I did that one. Urban Gardening Chronicles. Thank you for being here. It is great to see you. Happy Mac. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Did I miss anyone? Creating with Tuck. Thank you for being here. Hey. Have a great work day. She's in the bushes. She's at work. Let's see. All right. I think if I missed someone, say hey again. We're at the bottom. We're at the bottom. But I am super excited to have each and every one of you. I have pinned at the top of the chat the Evmux link. If you click that link, you can come up here. If you have any questions about the platform, I would love to hear it. Bouger, I would love to hear your experience. You were mentioning that you did something with scheduling your speakers. That'll be a great thing for people to find out how you did that as well. And to actually just, since I know that Evmux is watching my video, hey guys, make sure if you have any questions, ask them now. Maybe they'll address it in their upcoming live stream. Matter of fact, today is Thursday, so they may come on at some point today. I'm not sure. I haven't received any type of notification, but they may. So if you have a question, they're early, they will answer them, but you have to get there early. Their live streams are pretty quick. I really hate that, but hey, it's their live stream. So get there early. So who do we have here? We have late night crafting with Stacy. Hey sis, great to see you. Miss Sonia Siegler, great to see you. Hello, hello, another member. Bronze Flat Power God, welcome in. Thank you for being here. See there anybody else? All right, I see you down there. I see you. Give me 1 second and I am going to say hello properly to my members and we'll come back. We have special guest, y'all. Let's see who it is. Okay, guys, let me get Bouger up here. I'm over here clicking the wrong button. I'm like, why they move? There she is. Hey, Bouger. So you gotta tell us, first of all, thank you for being here. You did an excellent job.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I worked all week on that. I went in there. It wasn't easy at first because I couldn't understand. I didn't have the understanding of the pro and what's the other one?
Oh, dynamic.
The dynamic. And
Okay.
I was trying to use both of them at the same time. So I was getting frustrated, and I was like, "Are they kidding me? This thing is not easy to use." But then when I went to their YouTube channel and the guy was did a tutorial on the difference between the two of them, and I'm like, oh, okay, it was over after that. I was like, okay, I got this now. You got to be in either or. So I said, gotcha. So
Got you.
I just
Okay.
went from there. Yeah, you can't. Hey, sunshine, G Mama, everybody. Hola, cómo está usted? Presbyterian Garden. Yeah,
Welcome. Welcome, Presbyterian Garden, to the membership. Welcome.
yeah. So it's cool. Like if you're the type of person that like the razzle dazzles, and when you're doing your live and all that stuff, and you like to create stuff going on, like your backgrounds and all that stuff, it's pretty cool for all of that. Hey, sweet thumb.
Hey, sweet thumb. Hello, hello. Hey, Lisa. So
And
yeah,
even
I agree. It is the razzle dazzle, all the cool stuff you can put up here. It's great.
hmm he was asking about the when I watched the tutorial,
Mhm.
they talk about the pro is for those who know you're gonna have a live, for you to set up everything before the live happens, and that's what you do in pro. You know how many speakers you're gonna have, which I knew I had 6. So you
Okay.
go and you go into the gadgets and you put in a screen for 6 speakers.
Okay.
And then you could move them around like how you seen I had everybody spaced out,
Right.
where we could be all be seen and still have the wheels up and all that stuff like that. So each scene that I went to, well, is a different scene that
Right.
I set up. And what's cool is before you come into the studio, you know how you have to set up your speakers,
Right.
and on the dashboard, I went into the dashboard and put everybody's name in there. And what that does is generate a link for everybody for you to send to them. So wherever I put that person's name, when
Right.
they came in, they just popped right into that spot.
Got you. Okay, so you didn't do like the one of the tutorials I saw, you can send like assign your speakers, but then you have to get like their email address, their names, and all of that stuff. And then you
Yeah,
set up your scene.
that's what I did on the dashboard. When
Okay.
you go on the dashboard and you hit speakers,
Right.
and I put all my speakers, all 5 of them in
Okay.
there. I put their name. Only thing I think they need to change is the man and the last name, because most of us are putting YouTubers' names. We're not putting
Really?
people's. Yeah, it would force you to put. You cannot move on. This is leaking. You cannot move on without putting a last. So I literally had to put like mine's. I put Bougie for the first name and Prepper for the last name, so it could have a last name.
Wow.
But with like your name, the Educated Natural, I mean, like I probably would have to put the
The
educated.
educated and then natural as the end.
I think they should take out that forcing you to put, because some of us is not going to be using people's real name. We're going to be using their channel's name.
Write that
So
down.
you should
Okay.
be able to just put that in as a first name, and that's it. But
Let
I
me write that
couldn't move on unless and then like Gigi is Gina versus Gina. It's supposed to be all together. So I
Right.
had like, if you looked at it real good, you'll see Gina verse, and then Gina had a space because I had to put a last name in for her. Excuse me. Yeah.
Oh,
So that they need to change. That they could take that out.
all right. Let me write this down. Because I don't mind sending these companies actual reviews and suggestions
Right.
because they keep asking for it. So I'm like, well, since you're
I
asking
was
for it,
hoping, since they had did the town hall right before my I
right.
was hoping that one of them would have came and watched to see what I did and how everything went, because I did mention that I was going to go live that Friday. So I was hoping that one of them had the time to come and watch the actual, and then me being my first time
Mm-hmm.
using it, so that they can see everything that I was doing, and What did they say about the echoing? You said you because I'm
Yeah,
not on.
as you were going live and you was having the issue, I went into their Facebook group and I dropped your link
Okay.
and I told them what the issues were. And one of the suggestions was, and let me bring it up really quickly, guys. Give me just a second. All right, let's see. Going down. Give me a second. Let me find it really quickly. Good gracious, they had a whole lot of people talking to them. All right, let's see. Oops. All right.
Did you ever figure out? I'm guessing like your intro video is something once you go live you have to start yourself. It's not something that's automatic.
Well, what happens is when you go live
Mm-hmm.
in the hold on, let me go back to Evmux. And I have like you said, you have your scene set up, and I have
Right.
an intro and an
Right.
outro scene.
Right. Right.
So when you hit, go live, the go live button at the top,
Right.
it'll ask you which scene do you want to go live. So
Really?
I
I
click
missed that.
intro,
Oh.
and as it
Okay.
goes through, the first thing you see is my intro.
Oh, I
And then I
missed
have
that.
my
I didn't see
intro
that. Okay.
auto switching back to my
Right.
main camera,
Right.
which is me.
Right. That's what I did with mine, but I couldn't figure, and they need to do a tutorial for that because I couldn't find none for that. See, I missed that. I was looking all over. I was even looking for somebody that just did it that wasn't from Evmux, but
Gotcha.
they need tutorials for little simple things that they don't think they need them for that people may like stuff like that. How do I start my intro video, when I go live?
Okay. All right. I think what has happened from what I'm noticing, a lot of the people that used to do their videos, the people we see like on YouTube, I guess they have split. No,
Really?
ain't no guess, it's a no. They have split from Evmux. That's
Oh,
why you don't see them doing any more content. I know one of them specifically said they split from them.
oh, okay,
And you
okay,
will notice that other person is doing more of StreamYard tutorials and things like that. And they may do a verses here and there, but
okay,
they've publicly said they no longer work with them.
okay,
They don't say why. I don't know. That's not my business.
okay,
But they were, the ones that mainly did the reviews and the tutorials for Evmux from based on what I've seen.
okay. Give me
But
1 minute.
yeah, sure. So everyone, welcome in. I'm the Educated Natural, and we have Bougie Prepper this way with us as well. She's sharing with us her experience. If you want to see a beautiful live that she did recently using Evmux, go over to her YouTube channel, and you can enjoy that beautiful scenery and a great job for the first time using Evmux. She did an awesome job. So let me head over to the chat and see who's all here. Hey, the Crafted Mind, welcome in. Great to see you here. Let's see. Okay, she is Sunshine says, let's see here. She says, I think making the change would make this more fluid for more use outside of a corporate business format. Yeah, absolutely, because we're all content creators and hardly ever do people use their first and last birth name or married name or whatever the case may be. We all use, I guess you would call them stage names or brands. So requiring first and last name, that's a little bit of a stretch. So I definitely would like to address this with them and put that in their ear. So let's see. All right, comment. Okay, so yeah, I'm checking the chat to see if there's any questions. Anyone that may have saw her live stream, or maybe you're curious and have a question about Evmux, please do not hesitate to ask. This is your time now. Please ask us questions. I'm echoing. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me see. I'm late. Can you please do a recap? Well, we just started. Sweet Thumb. Let me see. Hold on a minute. Am I still echoing? I am not hearing an echo. Okay, she is sunshine. Okay, so y'all let me know, cause you know what? Let me find what they said to do while we are waiting. Let me go back to me, just me. I was not trying to play the thing. I got too many things close together over here. All right, so my bad. All right, so sounds good. You're good here. Okay, I don't hear an echo. Okay, maybe it was Bouger and I kind of up here together, causing us talking over each other. Probably may have caused that. My apologies. But they said that there should be a setting, so I'm gonna go see if I see anything in the settings. So let me pull up when they answered my question to them, or my concern to them when Bouger was live. Let me see if I can find that. I'm looking. There's a lot of comments here. Here it is. So they said, and okay, I found it, and I'll wait for her to come back before I tell her what they suggested. But from what I'm gathering, if you are using Evmux and you are using your mobile device, it's best that you wear headphones. There's also a setting that you have to check on your mobile device as well. And I was trying to see if it was on here as well, that I'm on the computer. I wanted to see if it's here, but I don't see a setting for that. What is this? But yeah, Bouger is absolutely right. There needs to be a few more tutorials. Oh, there she's back. All right, let's get her back. All right, she's
And
back.
about that.
Oh no, that's fine. Life be life, and I understand. I literally came in here on roller skates trying to get back to my desk because I was out grocery shopping and I was trying to hurry and get back.
What
So
you,
Bouger,
what you working on?
I wanted to. Uh-oh, I hear the echo now. Let's see. Y'all still hear the echo?
You started hearing it when
Yeah,
since you left?
yeah, I hear it. They said they heard it when you were up here before, but now okay. Say something, Bouger.
Hello? Mice. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Okay, so okay, y'all still hear it now?
I know I'm not hearing it on my end.
Okay, let me.
Yep, echo and feedback. Wow.
Okay,
I hear a feedback.
yeah. Is your it maybe the gain on your microphone maybe up? She said it's better now.
Now is that where you go in the settings and the audio settings? Can you adjust?
Let me see.
Because I know echo cancellation is on, not recommended while using headphones.
Yeah, and that was one of the things they brought up. They were saying that if you have an echo,
Mm-hmm.
let me bring it up here. He says about the issue with echoing with
With echoing with
speakers.
speakers.
Okay, now it's
Okay,
back.
now it's bad.
I can hear
I can hear
myself.
myself.
Because I took I put it back on.
Okay, now I
And
don't.
then too, I wonder if, you know what, I'm gonna go to
Let's
the
see. Can you hear me now?
do that. So I came off of my boom mic, but I'm still hearing
Okay, I can hear
feedback.
you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
And
Yes.
any feedback now? I turned off listen off stage feeds. Now I still hear it.
Should I turn mine off?
No, I'm just testing. Let me see. I'll turn mine back on.
Okay.
See if that makes a difference.
Well, I'm gonna turn mine off now. Let's see.
Okay.
I still hear the feedback.
You still hear the feedback?
Yeah, even though I turned mine off, I still hear the feedback.
Let's see. Y'all gotta let us know what you hear out there. I can hear it from your speaker or your
Said
microphone.
if you can hear it from your speaker, your microphone can also hear it.
Yeah.
Now, do we need to turn our volume down? Does that make a difference?
Try turning your volume down and see what happens.
I can still hear the feedback. Yeah, I turned the volume down on the computer, but I can still hear the feedback.
That's interesting. Huh.
Now, this feedback, I didn't notice it during the live, but I could
Let
really
me
hear
turn my
it
mic down.
now.
Let's see.
Sonia said it sounds good. Y'all
It
sound
sounds good.
pretty clean to me. That's what Sweet Thumb said.
Okay, yeah, I see it. Because sometimes these microphones will pick up stuff that we may not hear until we both try to speak and it may bounce. Okay. So when it came to your live stream,
Mm-hmm.
Bouger, somebody said we highly recommend to use headphones when connecting to Evmux with smartphone. Otherwise, please make sure that the option echo cancellation is enabled in your settings. So I guess that's a cell phone setting.
Okay, so what about, because all of us that night were all on computers.
Okay.
Nobody was on. Oh, except for
Because it was
Stacy. Stacy was on the cell phone. Stacy was
okay.
on the cell phone.
And so
Well,
they
I
were
tell you,
asking, did
when you're not
someone
doing
have a
nothing, nobody is calling. As soon as you do something,
oh
everybody's.
god. Mm-hmm. Every single time. I'm glad you said that. Let me go and put mine on mute. It never fails. So yeah, that was one of the things they were
Yeah, I'm on the
saying
live.
is that hold on, y'all, let me. One of the things they were saying is if you're on a cell phone, if you see that feature where it says echo cancellation, select the echo cancellation. And that's supposed to help. But they were wondering, I'm guessing, if someone had another tab open. And of course, by the time they got back to me, the live was over. So I couldn't ask that question. Of course, that would be the first thing we would ask if somebody have a tab open,
Right,
and
right.
everybody was saying that
And
they didn't have
mostly
a tab open.
everybody that was up there has gone live and they know better than to have another they know they don't need to have another tab
Right.
open. So I don't think that would have been, but we did have one cell phone in use. But that wasn't the person that was echoing. It was actually the person that was on the desktop. Because
Interesting.
remember, Carbon Q couldn't speak.
Right. So
Like,
she was on a computer too.
right. She would mute herself, but when she would echo only when she was talking. Every time she started talking, it would
I
echo.
remember. Yes. So I personally still think they need to work on these audio issues, because you had the audio issues during your live. I've had audio issues during my live. I've even went on
Hmm.
my cell phone the very first time during the very first live stream I did to see,
Hmm.
because I wanted to see what the cell phone view looked like. And I would pull up my cell phone. I would
Hmm.
hit the mute button on my cell phone and I could hear myself coming out of my phone. And I could not figure out, if I'm muting, why am I hearing myself come out of my phone? So I
Right.
was like, okay, I don't want to keep messing up the live stream to figure that
Right.
out. So I just ended up turning my phone all the way off and continuing on my desktop.
Lala said she didn't echo, everybody else did. Now that's really weird.
Hmm.
We would echo when she spoke.
Right. Hey, Texas Lala, thank you for being here.
Sweet Thumb
Hmm.
said I'm a audio guy. Y'all killing me with these sound issues. And the second would be clean your camera lenses.
I agree. I agree. As a person that was into media very heavily and being on the
Mhm.
sound board with different people. And we would have headphones on so we could hear. And audio is very important. That's why I tell a lot of people, if
Mhm.
you're live streaming, if you're doing a podcast, your audio is key, because a lot of us
Mhm.
wear earbuds or headphones.
Right, right, right.
And if you have anything irritating in your audio, it's going to make that person leave because you're hurting their ears.
It's gonna amplify in the headphones.
Right. Hey,
Okay.
Blue Lotus Vibes with by Janetta
Hey, Blue
McLean. Thank you
Lotus.
for being here.
Sorry,
So,
can I go to wipe my nose?
oh, sure. Oh, no, you got that bug that's going around too?
Um, no, I don't know why my nose. You know, how you start to do something and everything
Mhm.
just start. My nose decided to start leaking.
Right. Hey, Tamika Davis. Thank you for being here.
Hey, Tamika.
So, yeah, so that would be one of my main issues that I see is the audio side of the house, that there are still some echoing issues that need to be resolved.
Address. I
And
wanted
I
they
agree with you.
should do a town hall with some people that is actually using the software and and to me the town hall like actually do something. Don't just come on and talk. Like actually do something.
I don't know why they rush on and rush off. You have a lot of
I
people in
see
there that
that.
have questions, and I'm like, well,
Right. Right.
like you just go. We got a 15-minute time limit. Like you just got
Right.
here. I
And then,
need them to.
mhm.
This is your platform. This is
It-
y'all's creation. Listen to the feedback from the people that's paying you, that's trying to
Exactly.
use it. Oh, there you are. But to come on and just say, okay, we're doing this, and then be out, like,
Right. Right.
mm-mm.
And then you ask for questions, at least take the time. Because if I say, how do you do this? Do it.
Yes, I
Don't
agree.
just, they have to remember you have different type of learners. You got verbal
Right,
learners. They might pick that up, but I need to see you press that button and press this button and press that button. I need to do it so I can see
right,
you do it. Do it.
exactly. And you notice that one person is the one that starts everything. I guess he must be the main CEO. He's the one that rushes it off. The other one is willing to sit there and go
Right.
through it. So I'm like, y'all need to work this out.
A half an hour is not long
No,
enough.
it's not. Hey,
3 hours
GT,
late.
for another member, we got. I don't know. Is anyone else saying that on their cell phones with YouTube? When you look at someone's live, it'll give you some crazy number of how long they've been live. I
No,
have
I
not been
never
on here
seen
3 hours,
3 hours.
GT.
I never seen 3 hours before. My my notifications have gotten a little better because I've had those like
Sonya
in
has, okay.
before. I would click on it and it'd be like it, was an hour ago. Like an hour, and you just telling me now?
Yes, I've had that happen too. Yes, but sometimes like you'll be there when they first start and you'll look and it'll say like 3 hours ago. I'm like, they have not been. So I have to go and kind of take the little scroll thing back to see actually how
Mhm.
long they've been on there. And it'll be like 20 minutes and it'll say like 3 hours. You're like, what? Mm-hmm. They lying
That's
to you. Yes, they
bad.
are. They are lying to you. I've only been on here 51 minutes.
Three
That's
hours.
it.
That's weird. Yeah,
Yeah, I've
bad,
seen
bad.
that.
Now, do they think that the audio problem is on their side or they think it's an individual thing?
It seems when I'm looking at the feedback when people bring up audio issues, they keep thinking it's us, the users.
Mm,
But I'm seeing that it's not us, the users.
mm,
It has to be on their side. I think last week, or some people maybe still having issues with it. I had it at the very beginning when I started using Evmux. And the issue was when like you just asked me earlier, how did I get my intro to play?
mm-hmm.
Well, what was happening was as you click go live, it'll ask you your starting scene and pretty much something to that nature. And you get to select which scene you want to be
Right,
your opening
right,
scene.
right.
I would select intro it would start, but it would be on me. And I would have to go and click the intro as y'all looking at me, I'm like, oh, and I realize I'm on camera. And I'm like, so I have to click the intro. Somebody else was having the issue and brought it up to them. And they said, oh, yeah, we were aware of it. We fixed it. So I tested it in my next live stream. And for the last 2 live streams, they have fixed it. I don't have that problem.
Okay.
Knock on wood, thank God. I don't have that problem right now. It worked perfectly today. It started with the intro and it, we're here. Hey, Anne Marie, thank you for being here. So yeah, there are still some hiccups. I like it when they listen, they take the time to listen and they fix these things. But what really is getting on a lot of people's nerves, I think, is when they do these town halls, they're just too short and they're not answering everyone's question. Everyone's not going to show up on time. I know you said you're going to go live at whatever time. Right. Everyone's not going to show up at that time.
Right. And even if they get the notification.
Right, because these notifications be trash sometimes.
Everybody don't get the notification at the same time, so.
Right, and they need to be aware of that. I need for them to schedule these live streams on a time when they could actually sit down and talk to their users. Right. They have a gold mine here with what they've created, but as the creator of anything, you're going to have to sit down. You're going to have to show these people the proper way to use it, especially when you see an increasing number of issues that people are having. Right. So that's just how I feel about it.
I think they need to work with the users. Get on like we doing now. Have the users come up and actually go through some things.
Right.
Show people, do this, do that, or go on somebody else's channel so that you can experience what they're experiencing and not just say, oh, it's y'all. No, go and see. Right. Go and see if it's us, because we all complaining about the same thing.
That's it. If enough people complaining about the same thing, that means it's an issue that you need to take serious and take a look at it. We love the features. We get it. Yay. However, let's work on the small things that need to be addressed first. Let's get the stability, just the basic things. Right. Echoing shouldn't be a problem. Starting, if you have these things, you say, like you said, which scene you want to start off your live stream, that shouldn't be a problem. Right. You have the feature for us to choose which scene, and it should be flawless. If it's not flawless, stop whatever else you created, go and fix this. Right. I noticed when I opened up this live stream today, I got a notification where they have another thing where you can do Bible scriptures on the screen. So it's another widget now.
Another widget. Okay.
So I'm like, that's cool, because people have been asking for that. And they quickly have put it out there.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay, yeah, I remember them mentioning that on the last thing that they did. Yeah.
So they had that now. But I'm like, we're still having some other issues, because I'm looking in the Facebook group and there is a lot of different issues that people are asking for help with. So let's see. Hey, Black Guns and Gardens, welcome in. Hey, another member coming in. Thank you for being here. Hey, Miss Shirley, thank you for being here. Shirley. So yes, hey.
Hey, Shani.
Hey, Shawnee.
Shawnee, sorry, Shawnee.
People say Shani. She probably like, that's not how you say my name.
And every time I see it, I'm not doing that on purpose, Shawnee. I try to remember, because I asked before which way it was, and I keep forgetting Shawnee. I got to remember Shawnee. I'm going to remember.
So I hope I'm saying it right. It is Shawnee, right? I hope I'm saying it right.
Okay, I think it is.
Correct.
Let us know, Shawnee, if you're saying it the right way.
So some people say Shani because they're looking at the spelling of it. Some people say Shawnee. Which one is it? We want to make sure we get it right. Hey, Regional Sky Girl, thank you for being here.
Hey, Alvin.
Let's see, anyone else? Hey, Alvin. Let's see. Drive safely, PIA.
Mhm.
So I'm
Now,
waiting
did
to see if
you
she's going to
figure
tell us how
out,
to
like,
say it
can
right.
you, well, they need to do some updated videos
I agree.
on their tutorials. Since they had people that parted ways, they need to do some updated tutorials, and they need to do them on the things that people are saying that they're having issues with. Um,
I agree.
and they need to be to the point because they're I hate to say people by their pigmentation, but the light skinned guy, he does most of the videos that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
He's like to the point. Like he'll tell you, what we're gonna do, and then he say, let's go in. But then the other guy, the dark skinned guy, he do this long drag out. I was like, oh my God. When I'm in a tutorial, I'm like, just show me what I need to do. I know they have to explain it, but like he do too much explaining for me. Like his explanation
I
in the
actually like them
beginning.
both. They both have a different
Mm,
flair.
yeah, they
Uh,
do. They
I'm
do.
like
They
you.
do.
When I'm showing up and I want to say, "Hey, how do I do this?" I want you to get
Mhm.
right to that point because
Me
if not, I don't want
too.
you skipping until you get to that point. So now
Me
I'm messing up
too.
your algorithm or your analytics because I'm skipping to get to what I'm trying to find out.
Right. I painstakingly sit there until he finishes his intro. Because if he only has a tutorial for that specific thing I'm looking for, but I would try to look for the other guy because I know his, intro is short, and then he gets right to
Mm-hmm.
whatever the tutorial is. I can't do the long, especially when I'm working on something.
Right.
Like I don't need a dragged out tutorial when I'm trying to find out how to do something and go back and do it.
That's it.
But they need to do some those things. I think they should need to do, keep them up to date. If you got new people that's supporting your product, then get them to do the tutorials.
Yeah, it's almost as though I'm like, okay, if y'all are going to, if I heard them mention that they were thinking about or looking for people to do what we just said, do these tutorials. But I'm
Mhm.
thinking, can't one of y'all do it until y'all decide who was going to be doing what? Isn't there
Well,
someone on your team
that's true
that
because
can do that? Y'all the one
at least
developed this. It just seems as
they
though,
know they'll be around.
yeah, I mean, why not just y'all are the figureheads of the company? Why not just
Hmm.
do it?
Yeah, I'm
Especially if it's a
wondering.
developer. I think the developer should be able to do it easier probably than the CEO because the CEO may not be the one really using it like that.
Right, right, right.
Some CEOs are just figureheads and not the ones that's actually using it until they're doing like a meetup or a live stream or something like that.
Hmm.
But they have, I'm sure, a team of people that can do short videos to say, hey,
Right,
those of you that's having a echo issue, here's what we
right,
suggest you do.
right.
They can even try to recreate it, and then this is how you fix it.
Or like I said, bring somebody up. Bring
Yeah,
somebody up so that you can actually hear and see if it's really us or the software.
right.
If
Exactly.
you really want your product to be good, face up to whatever's going on.
They're gonna have to.
Hmm.
So I'm looking to see if any. Okay, they made the announcement 2 days ago about the Bible thing.
Now, does the browser matter when it comes to the sound?
I want. That's a good question. That's a good question. I wonder if that's on their main site because I'm
Let
so
me
used to
see.
using Chrome. I use Chrome for everything, so I'm used to using Chrome. So,
Now, see, I use Opera.
let me ask. That'd be something to ask.
Now, if I have an issue where some people won't allow me to use Opera, I will use what I call a Big E.
Mm-hmm.
I'm old school, so I call it the Big E.
Let's see. That's a good question.
I'm on Opera now, and I'm wondering if that's why I'm getting the feedback because I use the Big E when I would usually go on the Big E when I go come up on the live. I
Okay.
would go on that because to me like using Chrome too. I mean, it's, everybody uses it. It's a known browser that's accepted anyway. Even though
Matter of fact, next time I'll go up, I might try to use another browser and see.
both of them. Go figure.
Because sometimes Chrome, you'll use, Chrome sometimes, and my computer will just go, "Rah." It'll start, the fan will kick on. I'm like, why is the fan kicking on? I just turned it on.
Oh, it's pulling a lot.
And I'm like, it's just Chrome. I'm not having anything else. It's open one window of Chrome and it just goes. And I'm like, then all of a sudden it'll calm down.
Can that with Sweet Thumb now?
Hey, Miss T with the T.
Can the software with the sound?
Say that again.
If somebody's computer, because you have to have like, I got the computer I'm on now. I got because I couldn't run certain things on my other one. So the 8 gig, the this, the that. You got to have faster things, blah blah blah, this and that. Do we know how much Evmux pull?
Well, I know it's browser based.
Mm-hmm.
So that's supposed to, unlike OBS. OBS is on your computer, so that pulls a lot more supposedly
So that
than
you download it. The
right.
OBS
So it all
download.
it depends on your Wi-Fi or your internet connection and all that stuff. More so than the Evmux and StreamYard, and that's why some people have issues. The same issue with StreamYard because it causes something with the computer and live streaming, and you need that boost, you need that power to be able to support that.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, if that's maybe an issue too, that would cause you to have problems. What browser? If it's browser based, what are the best browsers to use for Evmux? I mean, if that's a thing, I guess we should know that too.
Yeah, because I would definitely, if it's not on their website, I wonder if it's on their main website to see if it tells you. Because usually most websites will tell you which one is the best one. Let's see really quickly. I don't see anything standing out. I wonder if they have an FAQ. I don't see FAQ.
Because I know sometimes, like during the live, I can't remember what the pop-up, like the little pop-ups that will tell you if something is going wrong that you're getting a minute, but I couldn't remember what the pop-ups were saying.
I know sometimes I've seen pop-ups that sit there and say like your bandwidth is low or your camera is low or something.
I think that's what popped up that night of the live. Now that you said that, something about your internet, something.
Right. And sometimes if you look down in the bottom where you see the people at, you can look at your little icon for your internet and it'll show you.
Okay, I see the bars.
Right. And you can see
bars
there.
right now.
Because I've seen mine fluctuate. Mine always fluctuates. I think it's time for me to get a new router or modem.
The more people you have on, do you think that affects? I wonder, not you think, but I wonder if that affects.
I wonder too.
Because it was like 6 of us up there. So I wonder if now that is pulling more.
That'd be a good question. Where is all my computer folks at today? Where is Big Rooster and Where is Ready at? Because that would be a good question for them to be able to make it clear to us. But I would definitely want to know from Evmux themselves if the number of people, and even also some people stream to multiple destinations.
Now that could be a lot pulling too.
So you have a full house and then you streaming everywhere.
Like when we're on our cell phones and we're watching videos, how much power that pulls on the battery before you know it, you got to charge your phone up. So I wonder if it goes the same thing, even though you're on your laptop or your desktop, it still could be pulling a lot as you're adding things, especially if you're in Pro. I had
Right.
6 people up there, and I had all kind of stuff going on. Background, music, 2 wheels. I'm using Google resources. I use Google for social media. Nothing stopping me from
Yeah.
using something else for my personal stuff.
Yeah, but when you, like you said, you had
Shirley
a
said
full
she wants
house.
to
You had
try
6 people.
something
You didn't even
new.
have 12 because you can get up to 12 up there. So you only had six.
Could you even imagine? We need to try to see how that even, like, how even little are the squares?
I know, right, like this big. Can y'all see me? No. Oh, okay.
We need to try that one day. 12 people.
like,
Like,
like
how
how
little
small can we
are
have to make these
we
bubbles?
on the screen? Is anybody name even showing, or is just a picture?
There is no way your name can show. It's gonna be
Now,
that.
I think I've seen people come close to that amount of people in a live.
That's a lot.
And how are you controlling who's talking, who's saying something? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's hard when even if you get 4 plus, it's hard because you have this person want to talk and that person's talking and somebody's dog's barking and somebody's it's just a lot of lots going on.
I like the smooth transitions. The transitions are really,
Yes, I do
really
appreciate that.
cool.
I love the fact
They
that if
need
you
us.
set everything up right, like if you was
Mm-hmm,
doing a promo and you wanted to run a
mm-hmm,
commercial, you could put that as a
mm-hmm,
scene, run that commercial, flip it back to
mm-hmm.
yourself, or flip it
Yep,
to another
yep,
scene. You don't have to flip it back to you,
yep,
flip it to
yep.
another scene, and it'll
Mm-hmm.
just keep going on until you get it, however you want it to flow. I like that.
Yeah, Fox would read me.
I know Cece was asking something, and I told her I would be going live, but I don't see her in here. I know she had a question about Evmux, but I don't see her here.
Shirley said she would like to try something new.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm, I'm
I'm gonna
willing.
tell
I'm
you.
willing to help.
Yeah, I am as well,
And
Miss
I'm
Miss
willing to
Shirley.
help people
But
to.
let me warn you, there is a
Mm-hmm,
huge leap from StreamYard to
mm-hmm,
Evmux. I think
mm-hmm.
Bouger can say, yeah, it is. It's
A
a
big learning curve.
leap. It is.
Big difference learning curve. This is like you're upgrading,
It
and you
is.
got to learn everything all over again.
Yes, indeed.
It's like if you editing software, you think you know how to edit until you go to a different software. You have no
Hmm.
clue you over there don't know what you're doing.
Right.
It's a whole new learning curve from one editing software to the next one. So it's the same thing with this.
Yes.
A whole new learning curve. I
Yes. Now, if
mean,
you have time and you
once
want to
you
take,
get it and
absolutely.
understand what you're doing, and you have the easy, like the guys say, dynamic is simple
Hmm.
for those where everything is already set up for you. You just gotta click, 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 click. Pro is for those that want to jump in there and do their own thing and set
Right.
up their own thing. So that's the cool thing about it.
Now, with dynamic, you don't have access to your giveaway wheel. And for those of you
Right. Yeah,
that are
you
not
don't have to.
familiar
No,
with
right, right.
the giveaway wheel, let me see.
Now, did you ask them about that wheel and what happened with that wheel?
No, what's the question? Oh yeah,
I
I did. I
want to
told them
know.
you was having issues with the wheel. That's what they didn't
Mm-hmm.
address. Come think about it. They were too
Because
focused
I
on the
want
echo
to,
thing.
even though I only do it once a year, but I hope
But it started
somebody.
working for you after you took it down. So I was like, did they fix it and didn't say
Yeah, but
anything?
that's no
I don't
good.
know.
You in the middle of something and you got to take a whole wheel
Let me
down and
see.
put it back up. Well, at least it wasn't the gift
Let
wheels
me
where
show y'all the
I guess either
wheel.
way it wouldn't have been bad because I would have just have to put the gifts back in the wheel, but why it wasn't stopping.
Yeah, that
That
was weird.
weird.
That was really weird. So let me show the
Like
wheel
it
really
stopped, but it
quickly.
didn't stop.
Right. And I don't know what I was like, why is it moving so slow? Okay, this is the EV Bucks giveaway wheel. It is located in their apps and widgets. And I did mine like this, and I thought it was quite interesting, Bouger. And I thank you, first of all, for being there doing that live stream when they were showing it like this.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, we saw it somewhere. I'm like, you saw it from me. Nobody else had it like me. And he was like, yeah. I was like, wait a minute, give me my credit. But thank you for UNCC for being there doing that town hall they had. And when they noticed I came in and I said hello, they was like, oh hey, oh yeah, what's you? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, this is their giveaway wheel. It is a two-part. It's two different widgets. I just put them
Mm-hmm.
on the same screen because I figured it would be easier and I like the way that it looked. You have the big wheel in the middle. It comes in different ones you can choose from. I've shared that in a
Mm-hmm.
previous live stream. There's different ones you can choose from. You can put whatever you want to on that wheel. It's your giveaway. The blue square that you see up there, that's where the names would come in. So if y'all would start, just for example, if y'all would start typing hashtag 10, you will see your name pop up on that blue screen. So if anyone wants to type in hashtag 10, you will be able to see your name. So let me
Okay,
go
they
over
don't
here.
have it like on StreamYard. StreamYard started where you can actually register somehow. I forgot what I had to do, where I could actually comment inside StreamYard now. I don't have to go to a separate window and open the live in a different window in order to comment in
Ah,
the comments. StreamYard made it where you can comment from, the StreamYard.
okay.
But you had to do something. You had to register, okay it, or something that they did in order for you to do it. They
Got
need to do
you.
that. This way, this would avoid people having to have two windows open,
Mm,
especially like when you have your speakers.
right. Because that
Your
will take
speakers should be
space,
able to,
so
to yeah, do everything from this screen. So we won't have the two windows going. So they need to add that on here.
yeah. I think probably the developers was just trying to do something new, or I don't know. And they probably didn't think we would use it like this. That's why I didn't see anyone else using it. So I was like, I'm gonna do mine like this. So I definitely want to try it. I want the 1080p. Yeah, I love the clearness of it. I love everything about it. So as you guys can see, your names are popping up. To compare it to the StreamYard side, this is where somebody would tell you to put the hashtag in and it will go on the wheel, not on the blue screen. It would just automatically go on the wheel, right? On StreamYard.
It would, well, on StreamYard, it just show
Can't
you
remember.
the counter of
Right.
how
It'll show
many
you, okay, yeah, it'll show
people.
you the counter.
It
It's been a
just,
while
yeah.
since I did
But you
StreamYard.
also have a counter on your screen down at the bottom. Because
Right.
remember when I was looking, I was like, why they won't tell you how many
And
people?
I was like,
But then I
it's
had to
there.
roll down. I had to keep going down to the bottom, and then I was like, oh, okay, it is here.
Right. And so the way I use this when I do a giveaway is I would have everyone put a particular hashtag in. You will put the hashtag in, as many of you have done so far. So once I decide, okay, enough people have put the hashtag in, then I would spin it.
Mm-hmm.
So I would spin, it's called start giveaway. Up when I see it popping up over here. So I would spin the names, and you should see, if this is working right, you should see the name spin, and it will automatically select a person.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see how well it's working today, Boucher.
There you
Oh,
go.
it worked. So she is Sunshine's the winner. So now I would click the other wheel to let her know what
What
she
she
has
won.
won. So you click the other one, it'll spin.
Shawnee said here it was slow with our names. I noticed that during my live. I think there's a delay
Yeah,
when you
I think
put
so
your,
too.
your hashtag in and your name pops
And it tells her. The thing is, you have to wait for it to get quiet so you can talk. So it'll tell she is Sunshine. She's won a custom mug. or
Mhm.
whatever you put on your particular wheel. So that's how I have it set up over here. You can add things to it, you can take things off right as you're on live. Like if I wanted to take off, since she wanted a custom mug, if I wanted to take that option off and I wanted to spin the wheel again for another hashtag or the same hashtag, I could do it as
Yep.
well.
And that's cool too. You could take the prizes off as people win them. And it's easy because it's right there on the screen with you. You just go to that prize, backspace,
Mm-hmm.
and the wheel adjusts itself and you keep moving. I when you showed it, this is what made me do it when you had showed the wheels. I had like the idea that I could go back and forth. I could pick a prize first and then go spin the name. Then go spin the name and then pick a prize. I thought it was kind of fun like that because you pick the name and now you're gonna see what you won. Or you
Right.
see the prize, okay, let's see who wins this prize. So I thought that was
Yeah, I thought that was. I think that's cool as well because once you put everything on there that you want to be on there, all you have to really worry about is whatever hashtag you want to go for that particular
right.
prize, and you can take things
And
off,
I
you can add things
suggest
on.
to have your hashtags in advance.
Oh yeah,
Pick your
definitely.
hashtags in advance. I'm gonna do that the next time.
Yes.
Have for each prize, have your hashtags already figured out so you could just put them in and keep it going. You have to sit there and be like, okay, what hashtag we gonna do now? No, pick them
Mm-mm.
out in advance.
Yes, even if you have to write them on a piece of paper and just change them as you're talking and going through, just
Yeah,
change
put
them
them
then.
next to each prize. Put the hashtag next to each prize so you can keep going.
Yes. I think I saw Andell when she was doing
Yep,
her
that's where I
StreamYard.
got
She
that
had it.
from. Yep,
Yes.
they all 100 prizes they gave away.
That was a long one. I'm like, I didn't
Yes,
win nothing.
that was 3 hours. That
Yes,
was
I
a three
know.
hour giveaway. They had a hashtag for each and every prize, which was a good idea. And if it
Yes, it
was
was.
two or three of the same thing, it was such and such one, such and such two, the same name one, the same name two, and the same name three. Made it
Yes.
easy. I said,
That
oh,
made
yes.
it easy. I love
Have
that
your
idea.
hashtags beforehand. That way, you know, you'll have it ready going.
Yeah, and I
That
would
they
recommend
whole
have a different
system,
hashtag every time you spin it. Because some people like to use the same hashtag, and I think that may cause
and
an
I
issue.
think that's what was happening in the beginning for me because I used the same hashtag the first two go rounds, and then I started changing it. So yeah, I think that's a good idea too, to
Yeah.
have a different hashtag for every time you spin the wheel. This way, it resets the wheel
Hmm.
because I was clicking that reset button, but there was no indication that it was resetting. It wasn't like
Right.
the number counter went to zero and started all over again. Like the number count just sat there with the same count.
Yeah, I agree. I think it would just be make it easier on you as a host, as a streamer.
Hmm.
Just have a
Hmm.
different hashtag, and that
Yeah,
way, if you do have still have an issue after that, and you need to contact these companies, StreamYard, EVMux, whomever, you can say, no, 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 no. I use a different hashtag every single time, so I shouldn't have
right,
issue.
right, right.
So don't give people an out. Don't give them an excuse. Yes, yes, Crafty Leo, I have a whammy on my wheel because I think it's funny, and I used to love that show growing up. So I
Yes,
think it keeps
yes,
it interesting.
Johnny. She has a affiliate link.
Yes, I do. Yes, ma'am. Give me 1 second and I will go find that.
Jay the Motivator. Hey.
Hey, Jay. The other Jay, what's going on? Let me grab my affiliate link. I just had that too. Matter of fact, I probably got it up here. Let me see it.
Now
I do.
the layers, I think they need to do. I'm not sure if they had a video on that, but they need to do another one. Layers on
Yes,
how layering works
I agree.
and show people, where to put things in the layer and stuff like that. Because I had no idea when I did the emojis,
Okay.
um, because on your screen when I did it, when I wasn't live, I could see it in the front. I see everything in the front. But then when I had did a test, I didn't go live, but I had Nikki and Stacy
Mm-hmm.
just come in so
All
I
right.
could see how they pop in. And I did the thing, and they was like, "No, we don't see it.
Exactly.
No,
Same thing
it's
happened to me.
behind." Then she said, "No, I seen it behind me." I'm like, "What?" But it's in front of me though. But it's behind them.
I've never seen it behind, huh?
I could see it in the front, but she was saying that it was in the back. She could see it, but it was behind her.
Wow.
So
See, I didn't
now,
see it at all. I would see it on my screen, but during the
right.
live, on my phone, I'm monitoring the live, I wouldn't see it at
Mm,
all.
mm.
And you all wouldn't see it either. Do y'all see that? They were like, nope. I'm like, but it's so cool. How do you not see it?
I know, right? So when Gina popped in the night of the live, so I showed it to her and I said, "Do you see that?" She said, "Yeah, but it's behind me." I'm like, "Behind you? But it's in front of me." I'm like, so
Wow.
I moved it up to the top and then I clicked it again and she said, "Yeah, now I can see it in front of me." So I said, "Oh, okay, you gotta keep
Yeah, but
this
mine
up."
was already on the top of the layers,
But
and I still
you
couldn't
couldn't
see
see
it.
it at all.
No.
Wow.
So what
See,
I've
they
started to
need to
do,
do
yeah, what I've
they
started
need
to
to do
do
a
is I'll
training on
go in the
layers.
day before. This is just me because I've done a lot of streaming platforms, you guys. There aren't many out there that I haven't tried. From VMix to Wirecast to things that's not even here anymore. I've tried a lot
Right.
of things. I've been here for 11 years next month. I've been doing this type of thing. So I've tried a lot of different things. And what I like to do is especially when as I'm learning, for instance, Evmux, I'm learning.
Mm-hmm.
I like to do things like a day or two ahead of me going live.
Right, right.
So what I didn't know is for the widgets, for things like this, you guys should be
Mm-hmm.
seeing that. Things like that. I've noticed, and what I've learned to do is I'll try it the day or two ahead of time. I'll set up everything, all the widgets and all the bing bangs and whistles
Mm-hmm.
that I want to set up
Mm-hmm.
way in advance of me doing it live. Because in
Right.
my mind, I'm thinking maybe there's a delay. Maybe I'm
Okay.
gonna give it some time.
Okay.
And so I'll do it. I've learned to do it a day or two ahead of time. So if I know I want to use a
Okay.
particular widget, I'll load them all up on every scene that I have, and I've showed you all about, you and someone else, you and two other people, you and such and such and such, right? I'll set up the widgets on every scene because I didn't know you had to put those on every scene. I thought
Yes.
if I do it
Yes.
one scene, it just
No.
carries over to every.
No.
No, no, no,
You
no,
gotta put
no.
on every scene. Yeah.
That's why I tell people Evmux, especially the pro scenes, are for people that like to go above and beyond. The
Right.
tinkering, the tinkers.
Yeah.
If you don't want to tinker, if you don't want to
Nope.
be having to put
Don't go
yourself
in
on every
pro.
single screen, you got to put yourself on every single screen, your
Yep.
guest on every
Yep.
single
Exactly.
screen or layer. You have to
Yep.
put everything. Every time you move from scene to scene, you have to take everybody with you, including yourself.
Yep. Yep.
If you don't want to do that, stay with
Yeah.
StreamYard.
For an example of what she's saying, I had two scenes with all six of us on it. The scene where it was just all six of us on the screen, and then the scene where it was the six of us with the wheels. Those were two different scenes
Yes.
that I had to set up. One scene just had us and music and the widget, the emoji widgets and the music. The
Mm-hmm.
second scene was with us. I had to bring the music, us, the widgets for the wheel, the two gift wheels,
Mm-hmm.
and everything else. So yes, if you like to tinker, it's like for creative people.
Yes.
Pro is for creative people. It's for you
Mm-hmm.
to create your live the way you want to do it
That's it.
with your from your background. So you see me when I had the on the scene where it was just the six of us. I
Right.
had the background of my thumbnail. On the
Mm-hmm.
scene with the gift giving, I had a moving background that was
Which was
dropping gift
cool.
boxes down. So you can actually have a moving background or a still background. Like you could really get creative with this if that's your thing. You could really go hard in the paint on this.
Yes. Okay. Miss Shirley says, "What's a widget?" Okay, Miss Shirley, let me show you. This is a widget. That wheel, both of those, let's just call them both wheel. One's called a gift box or something. The where you put your name at, as well as that wheel, these are widgets. They have a widget library. Also, when you see things like, I don't have it on this scene. Let me go back to the other scene. When you saw all the things on the screen, let me show you. Let me transition over. Now that little star thing is a transition. They have some in Evmux. That's one of them that you can select from as you go from scene to scene. They have different. That was a transition. Another widget would be these things right here. I'll just do several different ones. You all should be able to see those. They're coming up. There you go. You see the balloons. That's a part of a widget.
Mm-hmm.
They have a bunch of different ones in that widget. Let me just kind of ramble off the widgets that I see. If you go to, hold on, let me go back. If you go to layers, and at the top, it'll say add layers. You click add layer, it says apps and widgets. Within the apps and widgets section of Evmux, you'll see 4, 8, 12.
No, Lala.
17.
The widgets, I'm sorry, 10.
No, go ahead.
The widgets are in the Pro.
Yes.
But no, they do not. They are in the free version. Am I right? You can use the widgets in the free version.
You can use them in the free version, yes, but only in the Pro scenes.
But only in the Pro scenes you can use them.
Yes. So they have 4, 8, 12.
And Pro doesn't
17.
mean it costs money. That's just what they call the creative scenes. You have the dynamic, which is simple. You do nothing, you design nothing, you just click and play.
Mm-hmm.
Pro is because you can do more. You can personalize your live. It doesn't mean that you're paying extra for it, and that's where all the bells and whistles are at in the Pro.
Right. Absolutely right. So, okay, widgets are included or extra. Okay, you just answered that. Okay. When she wants to, sweet thumb.
Once a year, December 1st.
Once a year. You missed it. She was just live. You missed it. Go back and check it out. That's how she knows about this program. She used it for the very first time recently. Tori uses widgets a lot.
Now, yes, he does.
Tori does not use Evmux. What Tori uses, she's referring to Tori's Brain, for those of you that may not be familiar with Tori. His channel name is Tori's Brain. What Tori uses that gives him all of his bells and whistles is a program called eCam. eCam is only for Apple users, not Windows, not Chrome, none of the people. It's only for Apple-based computers. So your Macs and all that stuff, your iMacs and all that stuff. That's the only people that can use what Tori uses. They have not expanded it to Windows users. Don't plan on doing it either. So people like us,
saying they probably
said they're not. From what I heard, they're not. Everybody's been asking for it. They're like, nope, we're gonna stay right here in our lane. That's where they have stayed all these years.
Yeah, which they should.
Hey, so yeah, Tori uses eCam, total different program.
Less problem. I think it would be less problem for them.
GT said Android for life. I agree.
Yes, GT. Yes, Android for life. Yes.
So that's what Tori. Can I use eCam on my phone? I'm not sure. I've never used eCam. I'm not a current Apple user. Have been in the past, but eCam wasn't around then. So I'm not sure. You'd have to ask Tori, or you just go to their website at ecamlive.com or ecam.com. Just look it up. Google it.
I think that would probably pull a lot on your battery. Oh my goodness. Your battery probably is going to die out quick, fast, in a hurry.
Because y'all know them iPhone batteries are suspect, but I ain't gonna say nothing. I know because I used to be an Apple user. I had the computer, I had the phone, I had the iPod Shuffle, and I got the iPad. Yeah, I was that person.
You was just eye cracked out, huh?
My husband. And whenever somebody says, here's your new phone, you're like, okay. So hey, he was given, we was taking. So from iPhones to I've had MacBook Pros, I've had Airs. The only Apple product Kim currently has is my iPad. And that's because I like my iPad, so I still have my iPad. But the computers, the Air, the Macs, it was nothing but trouble for me. And I said, no more Apple. I had iPhones all the way up to the 7 Plus. And after that, they took away the jack and all kind of stuff. And I was like, I'm not paying that price. And I want my headphone jack. So I went back to Android. And then now, of course, I have an Android phone that don't have the headphone. But I'm kind of over it now. So every time I think I'm going to go back to Apple, I look at that price and I'm like, yeah, price doesn't really match my personal usage. Yeah, I'm not paying that price. So no. I'm gonna keep my Android.
Paying nobody mortgage or rent payment on the phone.
Hello.
Not happening.
I wasn't gonna do it. So
die out, that's it for me. I'm gonna be in the flip phone crew.
I'm with you. I was so mad because I had literally just got a brand new Samsung, the one that had the slide with the keyboard you slide it. I had just got it, and then all of a sudden my husband's like, "We get smartphones." He was just here. I was like, "But I like my phone. I like my Samsung. I want to keep. I just got it." So had to go to the smartphones. I've been there since, but yeah, I've been Apple. Yeah, I've been Apple, but I love my Galaxies, my Pixels. I just like Android better. So maybe that's why I like Evmux, because it allows you to tinker.
Right.
And so if you're not a tinkerer, Evmux, I would say try it. You may like it. It may broaden your horizon. Or you may get over here and be ready to throw your computer in the trash. I don't know. But don't knock it till you try it. I was the same way with a lot of these live streaming platforms personally. And I was like, I've tried enough. I've had XSplit. I'm telling you, I was in it. I was in it hard with a lot of these live streaming platforms. And from Vmix, I'm telling you, I know these things. And I have tried them. I've tried the ones that were online that are no longer here. And every single one of these platforms has their set of issues. So don't think you outrunning your issues. If you're having issues on StreamYard and you think, well, I'm going to go to Evmux. I like the way it looks. Evmux obviously has its set of issues.
Right. You got to work through the issues that you come up with, no matter where you go.
But I will give StreamYard this, and that's when they have their meetups, when they have their live streams, they are there for a good little while, and they answer questions. Now, they're kind of quick too, but not as quick as Evmux. But they do address issues. And so I really want Evmux to step that up, guys. If you are listening, I really want y'all to step up these live streams. 10 minutes on a live stream is not enough when you have hundreds to thousands of people that use it.
Half an hour is not even enough.
It's not. You guys,
you the new kid on the block, you got a lot of explaining to do.
Yes, absolutely. You want to keep that audience and not make them say, well, since you're not answering my questions, I've shown up. You're not answering my questions. I'm going to go back to wherever.
Right.
So you don't want to be that person, because that's what happened with my beloved Melon. I was a Melon. I had a lifetime license with Melon that's now called Talk Studio. That was Bay for me. And then when Bay was sold to Streamlabs, when they were sold to them and they just started jacking it up as a lifetime user, when I paid my money to have a lifetime license, I was upset. Because now I had to start over. Because it's nothing more frustrating than to do a live stream and it just go bonkers on you. Stuff that used to work don't work. You can't share a screen. You get stuck. You get kicked out of your own life. I said, nope, not doing it. I'm out. So that led me just earlier this year to go to StreamYard. And I had guests come on StreamYard and we were doing a recording of my podcast. And when I got the file back from StreamYard, It was pixelated. It was skipping when I tried to play. I was like, what the? So I did live streams with StreamYard. And I had to say it was pixelated, it was skipping. I'm sure you all probably have watched someone StreamYard and it would skip.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm paying for this.
Okay.
I'm not on the free version. I'm paying for this. So I don't need any skipping. I've seen Miss Shirley just says what she's had with her issue. I'm paying for this. No, I need to find something else.
Right.
So Evmux, with a lot of people, including myself, you're up to bat. And you already got 2 strikes, and I don't want you to get that 3rd strike because I like what you have here. So you got to start listening to y'all. If they don't fix these issues, I'll be going again. So
I hope they fix it. I think it's nice. I think it helps you be very creative for those that like to tinker. Like you said, I'm a tinkerer.
Mm-hmm.
I like to tinker, so I thought it was fun sitting and putting everything together. We need the tutorials. If they watching this, we need simple tutorials, things that you may not think of that people do, little things that they do with this. We need tutorials on all of that. Don't think something is not necessary. You never know who might not know how to do something or can't. I'm like a person, I would look at it first to see if I could figure it out myself.
That's
but
me.
If it's taking me too long to figure it out on my own, then I'm gonna go look for a tutorial to do it.
Oh, nice, Shandy. Okay, let us know what time so I can write it down and definitely try to be there. And hopefully Bouger may be there as well. We can try to help you out and get through this.
Let us know what time.
Yeah, let us know what time. Because tomorrow's Friday, there's several people going live tomorrow.
You can send me you could go in there and tinker with it and put me in as a speaker for practice and send me a link. Email me a link. That'll be practice for you with it.
So when you did the speakers, you already had your scene set up, like you and I on me and one. So that'll be like 2 people, right? So you already had that speaker set up. So you just went in and just added them even before they were there, or you waited till they were there?
No, you gotta do it before they come. Yeah, you go into what is that called when you first log in? The dashboard?
The dashboard.
The dashboard, and on the side it says speakers. Click on that and you put everybody in, and it's one at a time. So
yes. Mm-hmm.
You put in one, save, you gotta go back, hit speaker again, put in that one, save, go back to speakers again. Okay. They need to add another speaker button down at the bottom.
Yeah. I haven't tried the speaker thing yet. I'm gonna test that.
I don't think there's an add another speaker as you going along. Like you literally save it. You got to go out, not all the way out the dashboard, but you have to keep clicking speaker. They need like add a speaker button, like add and save at the same time. Where save it, and just open up the screen again for you to add another speaker to it. And what happens once you save it, the link for that speaker will come up on the right hand side. Okay. The link for that particular speaker will come up for you to copy and email them. It says that it would I think I've seen somewhere where it says it would automatically, but I don't know if I actually went and emailed everybody. So I don't know if I had to press a button for it to automatically send the email, but I went in and manually sent everybody their link. But it seemed like I read that you're supposed to automatically send. I don't know, like once you save it, it's supposed to send them out the link for the email, but I don't remember nobody saying that they got an email from Evmux. I didn't ask them, but that would be another thing to see how that works too. Do they automatically send them out, or do you have to manually do it like I did?
I'm gonna have to do a test on that and see, because I haven't did the speaker that way. I only do the people that come up on the live and you add them like that. So I haven't did that side of it yet. So I'm definitely gonna be testing that out. She says,
I hope the baby feels better.
I do too.
Okay.
Yeah, I do too.
All right. So I'll be looking out for you. But if you get a chance, go, click on Ten's link and
Hey,
go in
Sassy.
there and tinker with the speaker. What we giving homework. Go
Yeah, what
in
you gonna do
there
is
and tinker with the speaker. Put me in and send me the link. We giving our homework.
yeah. No, make sure you do your homework while you're taking care of the baby, okay? Yes, we are definitely praying for the baby. Definitely praying for a speedy recovery.
Yes,
And of
Ashe.
course, as a mother, I know we pray for your nerves as well because we don't like to see our baby sick at all.
No, we don't.
Now, TX Lala is saying that bone broth is good for your immune system better than chicken noodle soup. Okay. All right. Anything else I
I
may have
know
missed?
I like to help because I know when I be looking for help, you be like, come, it got to be somebody out here that can help me. This is
Right.
crazy.
I agree because a lot of the times for me, I didn't have anyone to help. So I depended a lot, like you said,
Mhm.
on the YouTube videos.
Mhm.
And was watching the same videos on YouTube as you were, Bouger. And some of the things I was like, okay. But the thing is, because Evmux has evolved since some of those videos have been made,
Right,
some of the steps don't
exactly.
match. They need to update their videos.
I find that a lot with tutorials. I'm like, them buttons don't exist no more.
Like, where is that? I don't see that on my screen.
Wait, how many upgrades has happened since this tutorial? Because I don't even see those buttons.
Right.
Yeah, they need to keep up with their tutorials. Not to say that their buttons is missing, but yeah, you can't have tutorials from 3 years ago and you done
No.
did 3 upgrades.
Somebody said, "Did you see my question about streaming from YouTube?" Okay, let me go back. What was that? G Mama. Let me go
Sorry, G
back.
Mama.
Sorry, my bad. Let's see. G Mama, G Mama. See about the note. Going back. Okay.
I always
Oh,
try to
there it is.
remember on when I'm recording on my phone to wipe the screen, but I never think of that when I'm getting ready to go live to wipe the screen. But
Okay, say
sweet
that
thing is
again.
saying
Say
it
that again.
for the umpteenth time, so we're gonna wipe our screen, sweet
I
thumb.
know. We see you. Chillax, man. Okay. Whenever you're in someone's live and you don't think they wipe their screen, tell them that. My screen has a cover. So when I finish my live, I close my cover and I'm done. I open it up. I don't touch my lens. But for Sweet Thug, because he have said it,
Okay.
I'm gonna wipe my lens just for you. Look at that.
Wait, where my thing at too?
Okay, just for you.
I don't even know where my thing is at. Look at it. I done moved it. You know how you try to keep stuff in a certain spot, but when you go there, it's still
Yes.
not
Yes,
there.
I do.
Which camera I even got on? Which one is on? Not that one. It's this one.
Just that one. Just for you, Sweet Thug. You
Okay.
wiping screens. Happy?
I'm coming in 1080p now.
I know, right? My forehead shining, this light up here. Okay, G Mama Grows Hard in the Garden says, my fault, but I've heard in these tube streets that you get more watch time going through, I'm guessing YouTube, versus a third party like StreamYard. Anyone know how true this it is? Now, I haven't heard that one necessarily. With everyone using StreamYard, I figure it doesn't matter. But YouTube changes like we inhale and exhale. Okay, so who knows what they're doing over here? We just show up and just create content. They change the rules, and we
Mhm.
have no idea till days later, weeks later. So try them both. Do a test. Do a month of just using YouTube. Then do a month of using a streaming platform and see if you see a difference. I don't know.
Now, can you invite somebody up on YouTube?
No. Well, no,
That's
no,
why
no. You
people
can
use it.
do the. I've seen people do the one on one. You can do what, one person. I've seen that, but you have
Okay.
to do it before you go live. I think.
Mm.
I haven't tried it because I'm always using streaming platforms as much as possible.
Now, why do they care if you use them? Because y'all don't have nothing to use. So why would you care if somebody using? We're still streaming through YouTube, so it shouldn't make a difference.
Right, you're still gonna get your ad dollars.
That would be crazy if that's like that. I wouldn't be surprised, but
I wouldn't put anything past this platform.
yeah.
But let's see. I'm
Now,
scratching out. My bad, Urban. Blame Sweet
How would
Thumb.
you test that though? How would you know if you're getting more time? Well, I guess you would see.
Just do lives, I guess.
You do the same as you do like an hour
Okay.
on just
Shani
YouTube, and
uses it, so she would
then do
know.
an hour on a third party.
She says,
Oh, okay.
yeah. You have to do it. You have to add one person before the live.
Okay.
Now I
So that
have
means
been
both of y'all have to
invited to be a
there
part of
at the
someone's live
same
stream that way.
time and go live all at once.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
You and that person both have to show up behind the scenes, and then that person that's whoever's doing it has to hit the live button, and you both to be on there.
Okay.
But it's only one person.
Yeah. Now they don't have any bells and whistles though, right?
Nope.
Mm.
Bare bones.
Yeah, so they shouldn't be worrying about nobody else. They don't have nothing for nobody to be creative with.
Mm-mm. But thank you for bringing that up, Sweet Thumb. I didn't even know about that. I knew that they were trying to get into allowing creatives to use YouTube to live stream through, and I thought that they were going to do it on a grand scale, like they're pretty much their competitors or creators out there, like StreamYard and Evmux, et cetera, et cetera. But just to have one person, do anybody use that?
Have they? Wait, are y'all watching the lives? One person.
Hello. So but when they stopped, I thought for sure if they would have done it, if YouTube would have expanded on that, they would have wiped out StreamYard and everybody else. Because especially if it would have been free.
Right.
But if they only allowing one person with no bells and whistles, with as many creative people out here, if you see people's live streams with all the pop-ups, the intros, and this and that. Nah, people only use that when the streaming platforms aren't working right or something like that. But
right.
So it is Shawnee. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's Shawnee.
So everyone is not Shani. It's Shawnee. You see it right there. It's right there.
You can. Wow. Okay.
What happened? What she said?
You can stream on YouTube through Google Meet. That's the next one.
I saw that. I saw someone mention that. I didn't look into it.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I wonder what that looks like. TX Lala, have you tried it? I wonder what it looks like. What they offer over there?
Now, is Google Meet like? How do they look? They look like what? Like
Is it like Zoom or something?
Or something? Yeah. I thought Google Meet was like something more like a FaceTime. Now that I think about it, I thought that was more like Google's version of FaceTime.
Yeah, I did too. I've never used.
Or did
Google
they change?
I thought it was just like
did they upgrade it.
I haven't tried streaming, but
Since they changed the name, because that wasn't the name before. It wasn't Google Meet before. I forgot what they called it before.
Option. It looks like Zoom. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I figured. It would look like Zoom.
Okay.
Because I used to use Google Hangouts.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I first started on was Google Hangouts. But that was fickle. My goodness. Okay, so it's Google's version of FaceTime.
That's what I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Duo, right? Something like Duo?
That's what the name of it was before. Yeah.
Okay. No, it's still Duo. I think Duo is still a thing, right?
No, it's Google Meet now. They done took Duo off. It's Google Meet now because I'm on my phone looking for Duo. What'd you say it was?
Duo.
Duo.
Yeah, because
There's
I
no
haven't
more
used it in a
Duo.
long time, but I used to use Duo. So, oh,
It's
wow, I
Google
didn't know
Meet
that.
because I'm on my phone looking for Duo, and I'm like, why I can't find this? It's Google. And my daughter told me it's Google Meet.
I tell you, boy, Google be just Google be googling. He's doing some stuff. Goodness, I'm so mad at Google because they got rid of their Google domains. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, oh, that was the best thing smoking for you needed a domain. Google
Mm.
domains was it. They announced this year they have sold it to Squarespace. I almost wanted to throw up because
Mhm.
Squarespace is more expensive.
Mm.
And I was like, so they're giving everyone that had their domains through Google Domains a year, and then you're gonna
To switch it over. Mm.
automatically go under Squarespace. By that time, I'll be gonna find somebody else. I'm not going to Squarespace.
Mm. Yeah,
But
no Duo was changed to Google Meet. I used to use it to video chat with Androids. Yep,
right.
that's what we had. Yep.
Mm-mm. All these changes, y'all. But anyone have any more questions about Evmux? If you do, we are here to help you. We have both used it. Bouger has used features of it I haven't used yet, so I'm thankful and grateful that she is here to help me answer questions and to share her experience with you all and her recommendations to Evmux. If y'all are listening, because even if you ain't, I'm still gonna post it in the group. So, so y'all go hear this stuff. But any suggestions? Because they're always asking for suggestions. But
Mhm.
the one thing I've noticed with platforms, they will ask for suggestions and then ignore them. I don't like that. So if you're going to
Me
ask,
neither.
I will
Me
continue to
neither.
keep putting it in their faces.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
And
as
I'm
an
glad
affiliate, I get
you
inbox messages from them asking about my review, asking about suggestions. So the more you guys tell me, I will definitely pass it on to them.
yeah. Yeah. Pass on them tutorials. Tell them to do some tutorials.
Definitely.
Yeah, we need the tutorials, especially when you get people that's not, you know, tech savvy.
Right.
We need simple, easy instructions.
I agree.
And don't be clicking fast where I'm like, wait a minute. And you got to pause the video like you done click three things and
Mm-hmm.
only seen one.
Right. Because that the lighter tone guy that you was mentioning, he talks so fast. I talk fast, but he talks fast. I'm
You
like, did he
think so?
speed up his video? Wait a second, sir. I'm pausing, I'm looking at my screen of EV Bucks, and he's going through. I'm like, okay, click there. Okay, got it. There. Okay, got it.
Hmm.
It's,
You know what I thought that was I didn't understand it. They had something called web web
web
something.
art, web RTC,
No. And I thought what it was going
WebX.
to
Which web?
mm,
It's a
I'm
live
not
streaming
looking.
platform.
No, well, this is what I thought it was.
Hmm.
Because I wanted to show people what they were winning. So I thought it was going to be something where I could drop because you was able to you know what the guy showed the tutorial, you were able to put in your buy me a coffee links into this web something. It's in the layers. I'm sorry, I'm
Now I
not in
know
the.
they have. Let me look. Let's see.
It's
Anno
called web something,
web
and
source.
yeah, web sources.
Hmm.
So I thought, I'm like, wow, okay, I could drop these people's website in here, and in a scene, and then just bring it up so I could show them, what they're winning. But no,
It's the web sources are for like an upper level. Web
it
sources allow you to stream directly from EVMux to your website. It also allows you to bring up buy me. I thought buy me a coffee. I thought they had a buy me a coffee. They do. They have a buy me a
widget.
coffee widget.
Yeah. But when I drop some website links in there, they wouldn't work.
Oh,
For some of the small businesses, actually one of them worked. Only one worked. The other, it wouldn't do
which widget?
the web source. because you can drop links in
Hmm.
those. And for my Renaissance grandma, her SD link, it would not show me her page once I dropped it in there. It was like a blank screen. It was another YouTuber when I dropped his website link in there, nothing. I got a blank screen.
Hmm. Websites not working.
And that one, you have to pay to actually use that. But I get they need a tutorial. Well, he did do a tutorial, but I guess a better understanding for those of us like me. I made a mistake and didn't really understand what web source meant.
Right.
Thinking that when you say web source, I'm thinking I can use any web source. If that's not the case, then that needs to be said specifically what web sources you can
Right.
use with this web source.
All right. Gotcha. Yeah, because I've never used that one, so I'm
Well,
curious.
that one, I don't know.
This web
Because
source.
you got to pay for it. You can't even,
Oh,
it's
okay.
not even, you got to upgrade.
This is a web source. It demonstrates how you can add and display web sources in your stream and improve the visual presentation.
Yeah, but what does that mean? You use the same word to describe the same word.
Use a link. Okay. Use a HTML code.
Right. Well, code,
Yeah,
but not
it says use a link. One option is to use a link or you can use a
right.
HTML code. So I know the HTML codes like YouTube
But
gives
you see how
HTML
it
code.
says HTML link? But you can't use, it seems like you can't use any link though,
I'm gonna
because the links I was dropping in there was bringing up blank pages. They wouldn't even produce
ah
a page.
it says upgrade to use web sources. Web
Hmm.
sources are supported only in the pro plan.
Right.
Got you. So view plans. The pro plan is stars if you're paying monthly is $49 a month.
But my whole thing is you see how when you read that description and they use the word web source to describe web source, like no, that don't work for me.
Let's see.
And I guess if you don't know what a web source is, they like, and you shouldn't be messing with this. But I'm thinking web source, and when you say link, I'm like, oh, I could use any link to put in here, and it'll. But no, nope.
Because the only thing I know about web sources is web sources allow you to live stream directly to your website. And I know StreamYard has web source capability as well, but that's also their $49 plan.
Now, when you said you can directly to your website,
Mhm.
what are you saying directly to your website? What
Like if
does
you
that
have a
mean?
website and you can put in a video area, you're building a web page. You can put in your you can put in your link in that box of what we
Right,
just talked about with Evmux.
right,
It gives you two options. You can use an HTML code or you can use a link. You put
right,
in your website's link
right,
and it'll broadcast just like we're sitting here, we're broadcasting
right,
to YouTube. We can
right.
broadcast to our website
Okay, so
without
now
having to go through YouTube.
so now is this only video links? These are not like for what I was doing, I went to the product page, right? The
Okay.
product that I was gonna purchase for the winner, copied that link, dropped it into the box.
Okay.
But like I said, only one of the website pages came up. Like the picture of the product came up. Boom. I'm like, okay, this is cool. I go to the next person's website page, pull up the product page, drop the link in, nothing.
Hmm.
No picture of the product, no, nothing.
That's interesting. Because hardly ever have I seen anyone offer to be able to stream directly to your website.
Right,
Back in the day, you had to use coding. You had to do the HTML code and all that stuff.
right.
But YouTube gave us the option to have those HTML codes so you can embed it on your website.
Right.
Evmux now, and as well as StreamYard, are giving us the option to not even have to go through YouTube, Facebook, wherever else you like to live stream to, then take that link from them and put it on your website. They're saying they have cut out the middleman per se, and saying, just like we're sitting here, you punch in your website, they'll direct it to your website.
Right. And this is what I thought was going to make it easier for me than sharing the screen.
But see, what you were trying to do is you was trying to take the link from a website to Evmux, but it goes the opposite way. It goes from Evmux to that site. So I was trying to see if there was an explanation on Evmux that would explain it, how they have it.
Yeah, I was trying to find it too, but
yeah, I don't see anything. I'm gonna have to ask them directly.
Hey to Jay Jordan.
I wonder if StreamYard has said anything. And I know Joe don't have it now, but I know he used to. If he was familiar how StreamYard had theirs set up, and it keeps trying to log me in. I'm not trying to log in. Over at StreamYard, because I know they recently announced it like a few months ago.
Jay Jordan said he'll be in the bushes.
Hey, DJ Jordan, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member.
Charlie, it's up to you. Is it better to go live on Evmux or StreamYard? Try them on your laptop. I would say use your laptop.
Okay, there she is.
This way you'll have a bigger screen where you can see everything that's in front of you. I say go on your laptop.
Yeah, I agree. Go on your laptop. Especially just starting out. Go on your laptop.
Yeah.
Let's see. Any more questions? I'm trying to go up. Okay, G Mama says, has anyone tried the buy me a coffee versus Ko-fi versus buy me a coffee? I've seen a widget in here for Ko-fi. What is Ko-fi? I don't know.
When I was looking at both of them, I'm sorry, Gima, I can't even remember. I did look at the both of them, but I wound up choosing buy me a coffee. I forget why though.
Why do they sound the same? They just spell different. I keep saying Ko-fi to try to make it different, but it's coffee.
Older than the Kofi. I'm not sure, but
at least me. I just thought it was one buy me a coffee. I didn't know it was something else with the same similar name. That's crazy.
Hey, Rosalia.
That's a good suggestion, but they ain't gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. Yourself, they ain't gonna do it. She said they should do more than one tutorial, maybe one in the morning, afternoon, and night, so people can pick the one that works best for their schedule weekly. What they're supposed to be doing is every Thursday, they're supposed to be doing their time. They call it town halls. It's when they do their live streaming. That's when everybody can come in and ask questions. But I'm here to tell you, you better be there before they even start. Because if you got a question, that's the only way they're gonna see it. If you wait and you're late, they're not gonna get to your question. They're in and out. They're in and out
like
too fast.
Said, you got one that wants to stay, and you got one that's trying to leave.
Yes. The
town hall, I think, because when I first seen them do it, you know, we used to at least a live being an hour. When they was like, oh, the half an hour, where I was like, a half an hour live? Like, wow. So I said,
Yes, G-Mama, they do have a bunch of tutorials, but what we are saying is from the time those tutorials were created till now, they have upgraded. They have included a lot of new things, and they haven't done any recent tutorials on how to do the new things. Even the layout has changed a bit. So they need to do more recent tutorials with all these new bells and whistles they have, so that all the new people that are just now finding out about the platform can start with what they see now. Because a year ago, if you look at Evmux a year ago to now, it's different. It's more
Mhm.
things that weren't here before. So they need more updated tutorials. So they need to either find some people that have went through a training, have a training. They can set up a training.
Right.
And if
Yep.
they honestly, if they want to do it as a business model, they can set up a training with a fee. I would say give affiliates a discount, or at least let us do it for free.
Get out my head because I was saying the people who's affiliate, they need to do a training with them.
Yeah, because we're going to be the
Or
ones
like
that's going to be pushing
go
it to
through
our
your
audiences.
affiliates. Go through your affiliates and find out if somebody wants to do training videos.
Yeah.
Shawnee said Evmux sent her an email with a tutorial how to use the app. Apps are cute, Shawnee, but when you're learning something, you need to be able to see what you're doing. So the layout on the app and the layout on your laptop is going to be totally different. And you're going to,
Yes.
on your phone, you're going to have to be moving around too much up and down and to the side trying to see things, which is probably going to frustrate you. So I
Mm-hmm.
say sit on your laptop first, learn where everything is at, and then go to the app to
Yeah.
see if, because you know how to do everything from the laptop, you could probably just work it easy
Right.
on the app. But start on your laptop first.
Hey, Resilient Dad, thank you for being here.
And
Yeah, I
sometimes
agree.
you can't do everything from an app that you can from your laptop too.
I agree. Let's see here. Okay, seen that one. Going through the chat,
And remember too,
everyone.
these when you're using these apps and stuff, especially this one, like we was talking about with your battery and stuff, you're gonna burn a lot of energy
Mm-hmm.
with these apps on your batteries.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They take a lot to run, so be mindful of that too.
Oh yes, I agree. A resilient dad have a the trainer by those who are affiliated. Absolutely. She said, "Listen, I'll throw the whole phone away." Listen, with these streaming platforms that I have been on, I have been there. I had VMix cost me some money. I was
Mm,
hired to do a live streaming show for a lady that was having a conference. I showed up with all my stuff. Now, granted, she didn't do her half of the deal, but I was trying to still use it in a way that I was using it at home, and that joker would not act right. And I was mad. So I ended up having to give some of the money back because the equipment just wasn't working like it should. The streaming it just
mm,
was a mess. And I was just over it. So I didn't use it anymore. But I truly believe if she had did her part, wouldn't have had no issues. But that's neither here nor there. I still
mhm,
had to get that money back because out of good faith, she didn't get what she paid for. So
mhm,
I had to I had to girl up and do what I had to do. But yeah, if these live streaming platforms, instead of doing all these bells and whistles, which as creatives we appreciate, we
mhm.
would really appreciate stability. And if your audience is bringing up issues, y'all need to stop what you're doing and pay
Yeah.
close attention to those
Mhm,
issues. If people are still saying they're having issues, that's when if you're not the CEO, but the development team people need to come up there and start doing tutorials. They don't have to be
right.
long, but start
Right.
doing videos. We have these live streaming platforms you guys are allowing us to stream to. Do exactly what those two gentlemen that we've talked about previously have been doing. All
Right.
the tutorials we see now on Evmux are mainly by two people.
Right.
And if you can't rehire them or work something out or whatever, then your development teams, the one that created this, can
Right.
do videos. Y'all have a YouTube
Right.
channel.
Right.
Why can't they do the videos? They know it inside and out. They know stuff about this we don't know.
Right.
I've
Exactly.
just kind of come across things by I say a mistake or mishaps. I was like, oh, that's what that does. Oh, okay,
Hmm.
cool. There was no tutorial on that. I just clicked it.
Right. And make it simple. Make it
Yes.
simple and step by step. Like how do you get to what you're also how do you get to, like they say jump in, but show people how you got to where you're going
Right.
also. So if you're
That's it.
showing me a layer, yeah, well, the guy did, he'll log in. So you log into your account, blah, 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 blah. But
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to see. I don't see anything from them saying that they're going live today.
And some of those tutorials, to me, what do you think, Ten? They needed to have two people.
Yes.
They needed to actually go live because I'm trying to learn how to do something going live. You need to actually go live so I can see how it works when you actually go live.
Right. Yeah, we need y'all to get on the ball. Let's go.
Right.
Right now, right now.
Even if you just doing I mean, you're gonna have to do a whole bunch of test lives.
Sadly enough.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably why, when you think about it, that's probably why StreamYard kept theirs simple.
Mm.
Because they knew that all these bells and whistles probably come at a price. And I don't even know if do StreamYard do tutorials? Do people
They
do?
do it, but other people might do it. It might be
Yeah.
from content creators that
Yeah.
do tutorials. I think you'll see more of it from them than
Yeah.
actually
Definitely.
StreamYard. I never really well,
But a
I
lot of
don't
these
know a lot of
content
stuff.
creators are affiliated with StreamYard too.
So
And
that's
I
why they
think that's
do
what
them.
Evmux has lost. They have lost their big
Mhm.
time, like those
Mhm.
people we saw, they've
Right.
lost them. So now there
Okay.
seems to be they're in a position where they're going to have to rebuild that what they had.
You learn say yes, they do.
Okay, good. So yeah, Evmux is going to have to form those people that they're going to give that, I guess, responsibility to. You probably have to
Mhm.
pay them or whatever y'all used to do, whatever y'all did with those other people. You're going to have to put that back into play
Yeah.
because they helped me out a lot, but they only covered up until their contract or whatever it was ended. And since
Mm.
then, Evmux has changed.
Okay.
And I've noticed that the one of the other guys, he won't even get into Evmux, even when he has his live Q&As. And you ask about Evmux because you've seen him do the tutorials for them,
Right, right.
he is very vague. He will not go into detail. He will tell you you're going to have to go ask them. I no longer
Wow.
associate with Evmux.
Wow.
So he
Okay.
even if he knows the answer, he will not answer. He won't answer you.
Okay. How is that popping up by itself? You click something?
No, what are you seeing?
I see.
Hold on, let me
Okay,
go
this
back.
must be behind the scene. I'm wondering if you ever seen that. Wait, let me see.
Wait, what are you seeing?
Wait, I want to see why. How is it doing that?
What is it doing?
I had my cursor over the chat and it was popping up for me on the screen.
Oh yeah, where it's like if you put up like it pop up on the side, you can see that.
No, it's popping up, yeah, like right underneath your picture on to the left. Like every time a new comment come up, because I have my cursor hovering over it, it's popping up so I can see it bigger on the screen.
Yeah, I see it on the side. Like I don't see it like where they can see it, but I
Right.
can see it where
Yeah.
we
Only
can
I
see
can
it.
see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it does that.
I'm just seeing this. That's why I'm like, what did 10 do? How is that popping
I'm
up
like, what
like
did I do?
that?
I didn't touch anything.
I never seen it do that before.
Yes, so you can see it bigger. Yeah, it does that.
Okay, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. You had me freaking out. I'm like, well, what is it doing? I don't see it. Any questions, anyone? Yeah, now our names, the way I have it set up, our names will come in and go out. Come in and go
Yeah.
out.
I like that. That's pretty cool. I like that it does that.
So yeah, I went over that to one of the other previous live streams I did on Evmux, where you can set those things up and change them and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can make it bigger,
Pretty cool.
smaller, whatever.
Yeah, pretty cool.
You could change it right there on the spot. Like I said, I want to call myself something else. I could change it right there on the spot, transition
Mm-hmm.
it over, and you'll see a whole different name.
Yep, yep.
So,
That
and I
way
don't
you can have a different name for each screen.
right. Like today, I want to be. You learn with 10. You know, next scene, I want to be. You know, NCKC. You know, so I'm gonna be something else. Oh, you know, Robert, somebody else. I think Bouger and Cece said that when they're doing the Evmux town hall when they were saying they were gonna be looking for people that wanted to do it, and they were throwing my hat out there, and I was like, "Wait a minute, I'm still learning. Bring my hat back." Tara, wait, thank you. Wait a minute.
But I figured, like you saying, they would have the developers there to show you what to do.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
as
Sheed, we're
long as
here. Thank you for being here.
you willing to learn it, they got to teach you.
All right.
But like you saying, they need a new face. They need to
Yes.
find a new face and get it going.
Oh yeah, I plan on doing so, Robert. I plan on staying in their ear. I plan on showing up at their town halls because sometimes maybe the more they
Mhm.
see my face
Yep,
and they see
yep,
the audience and they see the
yep.
engagement from the audience, that'll get their attention. It's like, well, she already, she's growing the audience. She
Oh,
has people
she
watching.
is. You learn she is because when I was putting my live together and I put in the Big E to search for something, 10 popped up in the search.
Hold on, you
So she
froze up.
did for
Would you
Easy
say it again?
Mux. You popped up in the search for Easy Mux
Really?
when I was looking for a tutorial about something. She's in the search for them.
Wow, nice.
And
I
this
thought it
was
was
on.
interesting though. The last town hall Evie Mux had when I said hello, they was like he was like, "Hey," like he recognized me. I was like, "Wait, he's watching my video." Wait a minute, the CO is watching my the CEO is watching my video.
Well,
Wait
they
a minute.
should to see what's going on and see what people are saying. They should.
They should. I
And
agree
when
because I
you
put their
do
name in the
when you
title,
do
so
these
that should.
trainings, you put at them.
Hmm.
You put at them, right?
Well, I make sure I put their name in the title to let everyone know I'm talking
Right.
about Evie Mux. Like when I did the
Right.
StreamYard tutorial on how to do a live, I put StreamYard in the title because it's what you're searching for.
Right.
I need to get on shorts. It's so I don't know what it is, but it is challenging for me to do short content. I don't know what it is. I find it weird. So I'm gonna have to do the shorts thing. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Hey Tay, I don't know who Kimmy is, but hey
Can't you
Tay,
take
hey
like
Deontay,
maybe
Weezy.
a clip out of something that you did, like a training? Just take instead of redoing something over, just
Yeah.
pull out a clip of something that you already did and make a short out of it.
You see Robert. Robert's cutting up. Robert is in here cutting out. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to capitalize on that, especially now that they are familiar with my name.
Mm-hmm.
You can change the screen size now. What screen size? What are you talking about, Robert? You can change the screen size now. What screen size? Okay, I see everybody speaking. Hmm.
Can you change your, is he asking like on here, can you change your screen size? Yes, she can.
Yeah, you can make it smaller or larger, and
Hmm.
you can
While
change
she's
the
on the
background and all
live,
that stuff.
yeah, she can. She can
They
actually
have
change
vertical.
it without us
Oh,
seeing
I
it.
got you. I got you. Yes, it's probably gonna look real weird when I do this.
No, you could do it.
Not. Oh,
No,
you
hit
can't do
your,
it doing a live. Cannot
no,
switch
hit your, what's that button up there on the top in the middle of the screen? It's called the,
the studio mode. No,
yep, go in studio mode, change your screen size, and then transition over to the new screen size.
really. Streaming mode cannot be switched during live. Yeah, it won't let me switch
Oh,
it.
you can't do it during a live. Okay.
No.
Because I was
Interesting.
messing, I was
Yeah, I see it
toddling
down
with.
here, but you can't do it during a live.
Hmm. So what sense of having that if you can't use it during a live? That makes no sense because you from what I understood, the use of it is if you're in a live and you need to make changes, you can hit that, go into that. I wonder if you need to be in that mode before you go live. You can hit that,
Hmm.
right? Change what you want to change because you'll see two screens. You'll see the live screen, and then you'll see the studio mode screen. You can make the changes in the studio mode because this is what I was doing when I was practicing with it. But then I would have to transition over to see the new changes that I made. Because when you do that, it says live version,
Mm-hmm.
editing version.
Right.
So you would figure, okay, so you're live. Why you cannot go into that mode?
Yeah, I don't. I'm not asking about because I'm trying to remember, Melon, if you could do it when you were live, and I can't remember. It's been so long now since I've used my bad Talk
Or do you
Studio.
have to go into that mode before you go live?
I can't remember because I never tried to do it while
Okay.
I was live.
And I didn't try either when I was
Anyone
live.
that uses StreamYard, are y'all able to change y'all screen sizes during a live? That's a good question. I know I could set up a scene in the size of
Right,
a Instagram reel or whatever that size is. It was like 16 by 9 or something, whatever it is, or 9 by 16. And I know you can do that beforehand, just like I can make a scene right now and make myself that size and
right,
then just
right,
switch the scene when I want to do a particular reel or short and
right,
say
right.
whatever I want to
For
say while
that
I'm live.
particular platform.
Right. Oh, thank you. Look it. Thank you, Robert. Thank you.
He
Many
said not in
blessings
the
to
middle
you.
of a live.
Say it again.
Robert said
Okay.
not in the middle of a live.
Okay. So you can't do, okay. So it's the same thing here. Hey, Vision Preparedness. Welcome in.
Hey, Vision.
Have you used?
I have Vision. You got to go check my live out. I use both of them.
Is he talking about the wheel thing I just showed?
I think so. The gift pick, the prize picker. Yeah,
Yes.
the gift picker. You got the
Yes,
wheel
Vision.
and then the gifter.
I'll
Yeah, I
show
use
you.
both of
I'll show
them,
you what I
Vision,
have
in my
mine set
live
up.
that I did.
Let's see. Do, 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 do.
They're fun. They're fun to use.
Oh
Can
yeah.
you make yourself bigger, but you can't read the chat?
Let's
Hmm.
see. You can make yourself bigger, but you can't read the chat. On StreamYard? Miss
Would
Shirley, are
you?
you talking about StreamYard? Hmm.
Because I know they have well, on the side we have the chat on the side. We could read it. We like the
Right.
chat is in a thing by itself, and then the
Right.
window that me and Ten is in a window by itself.
Right.
Now I know we have a toggle. Ten should have one too. I have a toggle where I can make the chat bigger
Right.
on the side.
Mm-hmm.
It'll tell you to go. I don't know why would you
Right.
need the chat this big,
I can
but
make it thinner. I can make it bigger.
yeah.
Yeah. But some of y'all have long names, so I had to stretch it out a little bit. So yes,
But
you can.
yeah, the chat and our pictures are not connected together where it would affect one or
Right.
the other.
Right.
Now, 10 can make me and her pictures smaller or bigger within that window.
Right.
And no, it won't affect the chat. Far as how she can see the chat, it won't affect the chat.
No, because I moved it since I began this live and y'all didn't notice anything. Thank
The
you,
size
Vision.
of,
That's
the
right. Don't
size of
forget to
your
smash that
picture.
like button. So, Vision, you were asking about the giveaway tool, and this is how I have mine set up on my page. And let me take Miss Shirley down real quick. And I can go in. Matter of fact, I need to go in and clear this, and I can do it directly on here. And I can take the winner off. All right. And I can take the names out of the other portion. And I can clear that out. Go all the way down. Can reset that. Now,
Vision
this is
was,
something that I noticed.
what's that?
Let me see. Let me go back to comments.
Vision was where I first seen Evmux on his live. I was like, what's this new toy Vision got?
Really?
Yeah. But I just went in and, signed up and just looked at it.
Got you.
And I never messed with it. I didn't even go in, and I just went and looked at it and was like, okay. But then when you did the tutorial and showed the wheel and stuff, that's what really made me go back and look
Got
at it.
you. Okay. What I've noticed is when I went to I'll call it the name selector, the blue box that y'all see on your screen.
Mhm.
And I go to the bottom and I hit reset, right? That's
Right.
that. To me, I'm thinking that should wipe every name on there off.
Right.
But I guess because I still have the type 10 #10 in comments to play, it still retained that. I'm thinking it should
It's
erase
still
the
picking
name.
up those that's why you need to
It's
change
showing
the
me
hashtag in order for
13.
it
It's
to
showing me
reset
total
itself.
participants 13, which is from when we did it earlier.
Right. That's what I think happened to me
So
with
you
my first
have to,
two
for your
prizes.
sake, change it. So let me
Right.
go
I
and
hit
change the
reset, but
hashtag.
the number was still the same. Yeah. So you got to change the hashtag in order to reset.
Right. So let's change the hashtag to that. And then you come over here, you change it over here. And then move the space around. Oops. And now it's showing 0 on my side, but
Right.
I
Because
still
nobody
see
never put in that hashtag.
I
Right.
still see African Dreaming, but it says total
I think there's
participant.
a delay.
I'm looking. Let me go back to my
Now, see, it's only one because Shawnee is the only one that
right.
put it in. But I think there's a delay from when they put it in until you see their name pop up.
It is. It is. It's a delay even when you reset it. So I want to see if they know that there is a delay.
I think there's a delay because it's widgets. I don't think you're going to get away from that.
Makes sense.
The widget has to connect. You remember, we're using a third party software that's using a third party software. So if that makes sense.
It takes a minute for them to cross each other.
Right.
So to answer Vision's question, yes, Vision, I've used this with my group. I've used it on a live. And I have mine set up because I like to see everyone see their name up on the screen. Because people are like, I don't see myself. I like the fact that on this option, you see your name as you type it in. You see it, scroll up the screen. Versus on StreamYard, you don't see your name until the thing is selecting the winner.
Right, it's spinning.
Right.
So at least you know you put in the hashtag
right,
correctly.
and that way you don't have to keep putting it in there.
Right.
So the wheel itself, that's where you can put whatever you want to give away.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also edit it on the fly. So if I wanted to spin it, let's say I spin it now. Oh, wrong one. I spent the wrong one. Let me look at the screen first. Just cooking stuff. Okay, that was the wrong one. So you can do it backwards in this case. You say, okay, this is gonna be the prize.
You can pick the prize first, and then pick the
whammy. That means there is no prize. So let me, since I'm already doing this backwards, you can do it either way. Whatever floats your boat. We're gonna spin it again. Now we're gonna spin the names. So let's pick a person.
It's fun because you could go back and forth.
Yeah, you can go either way you want.
Let's pick a name, and then we'll pick to see what prize you win. Or we'll be like, you can
pick
a
prize.
prize,
Let me go pick
and then let's see who won this prize.
So Sonya, based on You gotta wait for it to stop playing. Sonya, based on the spin, ma'am, you lost. So now let's do it again. Sonya lost. Wah, wah. Man, I need a whole little thing when somebody hits a whammy. I need a whole scene of something weird happening, like a dance or something. And so then you would, go and you would do it again. You say, okay, since I'm doing this backwards, I'll just do it this way. Let's pick another person. You can flip flop it. Let's pick someone
Mhm.
else. Now, with these, you can also determine how long you let this go for.
Mhm.
So now you go back to the other side, to the wheel, and you'll see what Sassy won. She whammied. She whammied out too. So then you just keep going again and going again until you find somebody.
Ken, do you see what Vision said?
All right, let me
He
go back to
said
my
something.
comments. All right, let's see. Let's see.
They don't have a timestamp over here,
Yeah, no.
like
Oh,
in
yes, it does. It's at the
StreamYard.
bottom. It says 6 minutes.
Oh,
I see
yeah,
it.
but you have a whole bunch of comments say 1 minute ago. You know, like in StreamYard, I could have told you a timestamp and you could have looked for
Right.
that specific
Yeah.
time for his comment.
Or I could just search by his name. I mean, if I knew it was him,
Oh
like,
yeah, I like
yeah, you
that
could just search
too.
by his name.
Yeah. He
Yes.
said, have you noticed the delay when you start the live stream, even though they say it could take up to 2 minutes? And have you seen a delay in ending a live stream?
Yes, there is a delay when you're starting. I see the whole thing that says like initializing, and it tells you that's one of the complaints people have already brought up to them. Why is there a delay to start my stream? Why can't my stream just start when I click go live? So that is something that has been addressed. I can't remember the answer to that, but I will definitely mention it again because it can be a pain, especially when you're setting yourself saying, hey, I want my stream to start 4 o'clock. It takes them 1 minute, 60 seconds or less or more. And you're trying to get your intro and you're trying to do all of those things. So, yes, that has been addressed to them before. But also, mine has been short, thank goodness. From the time I hit go to the time it goes, it has been a shorter window than what I'm hearing some people say they've had in the past.
You know what? I didn't even notice when I
See,
hit
they're getting
live.
better.
I didn't even notice that it if there was a delay. I didn't even notice.
Yeah. Now, from the time we speak to the time you all hear, there is definitely a delay.
Hmm.
And I wonder, I know when I was using, what was I using? OBS. There, you can go to your YouTube studio where this live actually is, and under on the left side, it'll ask you about latency. What you all are seeing, the delay is the latency. And you can pick which latency you want. And it tells you
Really?
based on the latency how it affects your stream.
Hmm.
So, for instance, let me see if I can find it for this one.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Robert. If you're using a third party, it's most definitely going to have delays.
Okay. So, let me see. Can I go
But if
to.
YouTube wants people on the platform, then they need to step their game up as far as the streaming is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have a boring streaming when
Mm-mm.
all these different streaming things out here where you could do so much with, be creative with. They just want you to have a two people streaming. That wouldn't work for people that have more than one, that have co-hosts and things like that. Or even when people do a stream and they just have people come up.
Mm-mm.
It's more than one person. You only have one, and then you got to do it before. So that means you can't even have pop-up guests.
That part. But yeah, if you look under the video, typically I try to do this beforehand, but today I was so busy that I totally forgot even coming here. And what you have to do is when you set up your stream, you're going to schedule your stream for later, like I did most of my streams. And YouTube takes that information from your, let's say your StreamYard, your Evmux, or wherever you're streaming from. They take that information, and that's how they program or schedule your live. You go into your studio where that actual live is, and you go under, I think it's either streaming or managing for that particular live stream. Yes, and you'll be able to see what your live streams that you have set up, scheduled. You click that particular live stream. Under it tells you all kind of information from YouTube side when it comes to your live stream. I'm giving y'all I used to say this stuff for my members. Robert, look what you got me out here doing. You got me giving information to the people. Under there, you can choose before you're live. You can choose your latency. It can be short, it could be a little bit of time, or it can be a longer time. Depending on which one you select, it impacts your live stream quality. So some people like to keep it in the middle, meaning there's going to be a little bit of a delay, but not the longest delay. And you can go in beforehand and set that up. So it kind of cuts down the time of when you speak versus the time people hear.
Wow.
But you have to understand, if you do it point blank on, your stream may suffer in quality or however YouTube has it set up. So I want you guys to know about that. So it gives you three options for stream latency: normal latency, low latency, or ultra low latency. And when you click on that little question mark, it explains all three of those to you. I can't see it now because I'm live streaming to tell you exactly what it says. And right now, mine is set on low latency. That's the middle one. So the quality is still good, but I'm willing to suffer through the delay. And so you can, play around each live stream to see which one fits best for you and kind of go from there. But yeah, that's where you select your latency, is what you guys are hearing from me speaking, where Bougie can hear me right on because she's in the studio with me, versus my live audience. By the time you guys hear this, we're already on to something else. That's the latency. Y'all are playing catch up to what I've already said. So let me come back over to Evmux here. So it's kind of like they're giving you a buffer. It sucks, but it's a buffer. So let me kind of go back to just me.
So Vision said he can't find it.
Okay.
Does it show up when you have a schedule live, or can you you have to have a schedule live in order to see that?
Okay. Typically, it's a scheduled live. It's a scheduled live, or when you're ready to go live, you can set that up. Let me go back to the comments. I know I missed some things. I was off the screen because I had to go see what it was. Have you noticed the delay when you start? Okay. Okay, going down. Okay. Seeing that when I downloaded the app on my phone, it said I was live even when I wasn't. Interesting. I don't really use my phone for live streaming or recording videos. I'm always on the computer. Sonia said my will was rigged.
Now you're looking on YouTube side, right? Not Evmux side.
Now I'm back on Evmux.
No, when you saying your delay options, that's on YouTube side.
That's on YouTube. That's in your YouTube studio under where you have your videos. So if you already have a scheduled
So you
live
got to go
vision,
into your vision, you're in your content. You got to go in your contents to your scheduled live video and probably go in the edit. Is it in that edit?
okay,
I'm
let me
in
go
the
back.
studio.
Let me go back and talk you through it, Vision, real quick. Let me, wrong way. Okay, let me go into my studio. All right, I'm in my studio.
I'm gonna go in studio too,
Let me
so I can
look.
see it, even though I don't got nothing
If you
scheduled. But
look at the top of your studio, you see where it says create, right? Let me see. Can I get it from, see? I don't think I can get it from here. Let me check just to make sure. Nope, I can't get it from your regular studio where your video is. Not that section. Look at the top where it says create as if you're going to upload a video. There.
right.
Go there. Go to go live. Click go live.
Uh-huh.
There you should see stream, webcam, and manage on the left.
Yep, I
Click
see it.
manage. That's where your upcoming live streams are. You see manage?
I see manage, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now you should see all of your upcoming live streams. If you click your upcoming live stream, I'm going to click this one. You should automatically see where it says stream settings.
He said, got it. Thank you.
You got it. All right. There you are.
The bill would be in the mail, in the email.
That's where you see your latency, everyone. If you scroll down right under stream settings, it says stream latency. That's where you let your people, but you let the system know how you want your latency. And your latency is the distance between when you speak and your audience hears it. It can be longer, it can be shorter, or it can be really, really, really close as they can get it. But be mindful, it's going to impact your live stream as they fight through that.
Apply it to my papers to come back in the country.
We're gonna have to get Tori back on Tori's brain so we can get you these papers. I know y'all are probably in the chat like, what papers? You had to be there, okay? It's a part of Tori's brain's neck bone news, okay? You just have to be there. So I hope that helped y'all figure that part out about the latency. Any other questions? We have been on here rocking. See, this is how Evmux should be doing their streams.
Yep.
We've been on here 2 hours and 44 minutes talking about their platform. They should be doing this as well. Okay, I don't see any more questions. Any more questions? Any more suggestions, Bouger, that you have?
No, no more for me.
Okay, I know there's a
Appreciate
latency.
you doing these lives.
Absolutely.
It's very much needed.
Absolutely. But as I mentioned before, thank you to all of my members, the new ones, the incoming ones. Thank you for being here. We do have a scheduled member meetup, just like we have right now, like you're sitting here at your home, at your convenience on your phone. I will be going live with my members on this Sunday, December the 10th at 4 p.m. Eastern. We will have one-on-ones. I will be answering your questions. If you have further questions about Evmux, if you want to come up, if you want to kick the tires a little bit, that's where I will be doing that at with my members. If you're setting up a business, if you're thinking about filing a trademark, you need more information about that. Those are my member meetups. That's what we do. We give you guys one-on-one, and it's only for my upper level members. I only have 2 levels. I have the lower level, and then I have the next tier up, which is your $5.99 a month tier. Trust me. And GT and all of my members are here. They can tell you I give way, way more information than that $5.99 can cover. Okay? So if you want to be a member and you have direct questions and you want that one-on-one time with us as a group, because you may have a question, someone else may have the same question, but you won't get it answered here, but you'll get it answered there. So I invite you to don't hesitate. If you're thinking about joining the membership, join the membership. If you only want to just get your feet wet and you only want me to give you a shout out, that's the lower tier. But if you want to be a part of the live streaming videos and have access to those videos and the replays, you're going to have to come on up a little higher, and we'd be glad to have you. So, any further questions? Oh, Tay, when you're winning, you're not worried. And yes, I know we lost on Sunday, but that's all right. It was a fluke. My quarterback was hurt. That's my excuse. So, thank you all for being here. I'll say again, remember that on this Saturday, there is a huge content creator event going on in our community called Hype Again. It's running from 12 noon to 12 midnight. Every hour, there will be a new content creator. I come on during the Hype Again at 7 p.m. Eastern till 8 p.m. Eastern. Then it goes to the next content creator, which is Crafty Leo. She said it earlier. All right. So if you want to see the shenanigans that I have planned for that hour, you do not want to miss this. Y'all ain't going to see this coming. We're about to have a ball. Y'all like the shenanigans? You about to get a whole lot of shenanigans. Trust and believe me, we're about to have a ball. So if you want to join me, I invite you to do so for the Hype Again, starting at 12 noon. It's going to kick off, I think, over on either Big Rooster's channel or Joe's channel. I can't remember who's going first, but it don't matter.
They said Joe. I think
Joe's,
they said
okay.
Joe.
Jay the Motivator. Jay the Motivator is his YouTube name. Head over to Jay the Motivator at 12 p.m. Eastern. And he's going to kick the train off, and baby, we going to ride. Choo, choo, choo. From 12 in the afternoon to 12 midnight to the closeout. Everybody's going to have something to talk about. Your content creators are our goal is to knock the train off the tracks. You hear me? So every one of us are going to have a ball. So if you want to giggle, if you want to have fun, if you want to find new people to connect with, that's where you need to be this Saturday.
I got to get my 12-hour drinks and snacks.
Yes. Yes. Because every content creator needs your support. This is where they're going to get watch time hours. They're going to get new family members on everyone's channel. If you haven't already, if you're not familiar with these people, this is going to be your opportunity to become a part of the family and be a part of the discussion. Because trust me, from 12 to 12, you already know next week, everybody's going to be talking about it. Everybody's going to be talking about it. And you don't want to be like, what happened? What happened? Who said what? What did? Now you have to go and catch the replay.
You had to be there.
Had to be there. Because right now, I guarantee you, if I sit there and say green boat, only some of y'all know what that means because you wasn't in that person's live. See, look, Bougie was there. Bougie was there. Somebody say green boat. Now you're like, what's a green boat? You had to be there.
Oh, wait. Or a whole bag.
Yes. Okay. Or what was something else somebody said on a live stream? Yum. Or when you see people put pause in the chat, you're probably like, what is everybody pausing for? What's going on? You had to be there. You missed it. Or somebody says mango, and everybody, you're like, why is everybody talking about mangoes?
You know what's crazy? I know about mango, but never seen the video. Now, that goes to show you how something could get around, and you hear it and you see it so much, but you don't know. I never seen the video, but I know about mango.
Right. So you had to be there. And this is the same thing that's going to happen on Saturday. It's going to be quite a few. You had to be there moment.
And I'll be the first one to tell Honey Slinger, you are banned from eating on live.
Yes.
I've never seen the video.
I happened to be in that live when that happened and still traumatized. You had to be there. You can't unsee it. So.
There's a short. I think I've seen African put that. I gotta go and check it out. I don't know if I want to watch it or just Just sit there and just keep banning him and never seen the video.
I also banned him. I said, "You are not allowed to eat on camera no more, sir. No, nope. I don't know what you did to the women. No, sir."
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what you did, but you were banned from eating on live.
The reactions were hilarious to that. But like I said, you had to be there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
That's
don't
why
miss
I
it.
don't like. I know people like for people to rewatch their lives, but I want to be there. It's different because you be watching the replay and you be like, y'all gotta have replay chat because I need to say something. I need to respond to what's going on. We gotta have replay chat.
Especially sometimes there's a delay between the chat after a live. And so if you're
It
watching the
is.
replay,
I
you want to be
noticed
like,
that.
what is everybody saying? Who said that?
I was doing
So
that on my own live. I'm
me
like, I
too.
want to see what everybody was saying. Where's the chat? But it's like
Right.
a whole day, like
Yes.
almost a 24-hour delay
Yes.
that the chat pops up. I think I had to wait a whole day when I did my 5K run live. And because I was running, I couldn't see what
Right.
what everybody was saying, so I wanted to see afterward. I had to wait a whole day.
Mm-hmm. So you got to be live, y'all. Y'all gonna miss. I'm telling y'all,
Yeah.
gonna miss it.
It's
Y'all
better
gonna
to
miss
be
it.
there. It's better to be there than to do the replay. It's no fun to watch the replay.
I
And
know because
you see all
everybody's
the
already
fun
all the
stuff
laughs and
happening and you
giggles.
wasn't there when it happened.
You know, I've been in people's lives and they'll be like mentioning someone else. I'm like, they're not even here. They'll be people be giving other people their flowers. I'm like, but they're not even here. So now I'm sitting there. Sometimes I literally, for some people, when I see that happen, I'll go to their Instagram trying to inbox them on Instagram. Somebody's talking about you. Get over here. Get over here. So yeah, these you can't depend on the chat replay to show you what everybody's the laughing emojis, the other side
Yeah,
discussions
yeah.
about it. You want to
Yeah,
try to
the
make it live.
replay chat is there, a GT, but if you're watching the replay, you can't respond. That's what I mean by a replay chat. You
Yeah,
can leave a comment, but that ain't
right.
fun like being in the chat and responding to the funny thing as it's going. Like you're in the comments laughing with yourself.
Right. Yourself. Everybody else is going on. You over there laughing by
Okay.
yourself.
Okay, wait.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
Okay.
wrap this up. Everyone, thank y'all for being here. Like I said, if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to inbox me. If you need to contact me, go to my website, www.theeducatednatural.com, right there on your screen. Or you can inbox me on Instagram under the same name, The Educated Natural. Where can they find you at, Bougie, Miss Once a Year?
Bougie Prepper.
Go to
On
Bougie Prepper.
YouTube or my email. I ain't out there like that. Wait, somebody said, I was trying to call you on Instagram. Girl, let me give you my real number, because what? I
Right.
wouldn't even know if you was calling me. Look, didn't answer.
So catch her on the chat, okay, or on Wind Down
Why
Wednesday.
down Wednesday?
Let her know you trying to contact her. But
All
thank you,
right.
Bouger.
Thanks,
Thank you
Ann.
so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone in the
Mm-hmm.
chat. Thank you to all my members. Thank you to all the super chats, the cash apps, everyone that gave. I thank you. May God continue to bless each and every one of you. Until the next time. Until the next time God allows us to meet, remember, stay blessed. Continue to be a blessing to others. Until the next time, y'all, enjoy your journey. Be blessed, everybody.